What's up? It's Bullen here. I want to give you a couple updates before this video starts. This podcast was originally uploaded a few days ago over on Anchor, which is where we'll start uploading our podcasts first. They'll come out a day later, still on the YouTube channel. So for you that like a visual reference, you'll just have to wait a little longer. For anybody that likes to listen on the go, we've got you covered now. Make sure to go check those out. I'll leave links down in the description. And on top of that, I'll make sure to keep you updated on Instagram and our Twitter. So also make sure to go check those out. We're going to be uploading way more to those soon. And hope you enjoy the video. The following podcast is scheduled for 4 segments, and it is a finally get this shit done with challenge. Approaching the ring, weighing in at 16 subscribers, it is the NWE Podcast.
17, bro. 17.
Yeah, okay. We don't always talk about wrestling, but when we do, we hate it. I am your main host, Bullen Von Baird, accompanied by Goosh.
Yeah.
Snoop.
Get this shit over with.
Jordan Mays.
Oh, heavens. Yes.
And our special guest for today, Natalie B.
Hello.
Damn, I was about to say.
I don't know what the fuck to say.
Oh, this is going
I
great.
didn't know
I'm
how to
loving this so
introduce
far.
myself. I don't know how to introduce myself. I didn't know
All
what
right,
to
real
say.
quick, update time. If you noticed, there's not been an upload in a month, and there's a reason why.
Lazy.
We're not going to tell you that reason,
No,
but there's a
there
reason
is a
why.
reason.
We
Everybody's lazy, bruh. This
No,
shit.
no,
First of
not
all,
everybody's
we're
lazy.
gonna break it down
Snoop
right now.
has delayed this
This
pod for like
pod-
3 weeks.
This pod is covering Full Gear.
Mm-hmm.
Full Gear happened a month ago.
Yeah.
This pod is also covering the AEW Norfolk shows that happened in Norfolk, Virginia, because a nigga went.
Yep.
That happened 4 days after Full Gear, which was a month ago.
Yeah.
simply put, y'all, we have not gotten shit done. But
Niggas are lazy.
that does mean, though, that some shit will be coming out, like this podcast, and hopefully SVR08, and hopefully a new SVR07, or the first one.
Yeah,
If
we
y'all
got some
fun.
crazy things planned for this month, so
Plus,
stay
we got some
tuned.
other shit. We got NWE wrestling, of course. We got our first pay-per-view show. You already know, part 2. Buy your tickets today, right now. Who's on the card? We got Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano main event.
We got
There you go.
Luther.
That's how
Yeah,
long
we-
it's been. That's the last
We got
pod. Fucking
James
Kyle
Darnell.
O'Reilly and Gargano are going to be gone by the
We got
time this
Chris
gets
Danger.
uploaded.
Oh, update about James Darnell. He said fuck that shit. So
Damn.
That's
he's
tragic.
out.
That's unfortunate.
But before we get to all the shit, I think I guess, are we going to talk about the Atlanta show right here? The Duluth show? Or should I just talk about it right now?
That was after the Norfolk show. Wouldn't we talk
Well,
about
we
that
gonna
after?
fucking I
Okay,
don't
first
matter.
off, it's Norfolk, not Norfolk.
Listen, I'm white. I'm not supposed to pronounce things correctly, okay?
No drink, no smoke, nor fuck.
We're first going to review a show from a month ago.
That is for
Full
true.
Gear.
What are you talking
Well-
about? We're filming this the night after. Great show, by the way.
Full
Fantastic.
Gear
Fresh in my
happened a
mind.
month ago. Last night was Wargames. That's how fucking long it took us. It took us that long. Wargames happened last night.
And we are not going to spend a single second talking about it.
We're
Oh, you
talking-
think?
No, we're talking
Oh,
about
you
War
think?
Games.
Oh,
we're
I'm not
talking
spending
about
a
War
single
Games.
second talking about War Games.
Yeah, you think?
I mean, you know what? It was actually a pretty enjoyable pay-per-view.
No,
I'm
we're
not
gonna get to that
lie.
later. No, we're gonna talk about it later. But right now, we're gonna talk about something that happened a
So
month
we
ago.
start off the buy-in with Dante Martin versus Max Caster, I believe.
Wrong.
No,
I don't
it was
think they
Hikaru
wrestled. They did
Shida
not
and Thunder
wrestle.
Rosa versus Jamie Hayter and Nyla
Okay,
Rose, according
well,
to Wikipedia.
he is right.
Well, no,
Dante Martin
it's not
was
wrong.
involved. I mean, the opening gimmick was like Dante Martin was getting interviewed by Tony Schiavone.
Yep.
And Tony Schiavone was like, yo, you just got recruited by Team Taz. That's a pretty big deal. Dante didn't say anything, and the Acclaim came out. The Acclaim made a rap, something like that, said, join us or die.
Yeah.
Dante whooped their ass.
My only notes for this part is
Six.
scissoring followed by 5 question marks and then
What?
Dynaga
Where did you
die.
get scissoring?
He dives. Yeah.
So long ago, we probably know about it, but we just completely forgot.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
What a fantastic storyline. I sure can't wait to see how it. Oh wait, I'm sorry. He joined Team Taz. Wait, what? Huh?
Shit.
That happened
Shit.
way
He
after
did
the
join
show, I'm
Team
pretty sure.
Taz on December 6th.
That happened like 3 weeks later.
This happened like
Yeah, this is
3
being
weeks
recorded
after
on
the
December
show.
6th. He did end up
Real
joining
quick,
Team Taz.
yeah, real quick. Can you tell me the date of Full Gear real quick?
November
The date of
13th.
Full Gear.
November
November
13th, 2021.
13. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so it's only been 3
Yeah.
weeks. It has not been a
It's
full
only been
month.
3 weeks. Only been 3 weeks.
So we're good still. Before we move on to the next match, our guy here in the chat, Jumbo, says scissoring was the Acclaim's little handshake, which I just now remember. That is true. That is for true city.
Oh yeah,
They do like the
they
scissor.
do like the 2 fingers thing, and then
They
they
do love the scissor.
I remember that they did it very briefly, and then some people got mad about it, so they started doing it all the time. And it is great.
Yes.
It was before the actual shit happened, where like the whole crowd was just telling him to shut the fuck up, and it was like where we all instantly realized like it's a pay per view. They could do this. They don't have to worry about it. They can do whatever. They can say fuck all they want. It's a pay per view.
That's for true.
They could say whatever they want and do whatever they want there on pay-per-view.
And so they scissored.
Yeah, that's
For
for
real.
Now you want to talk about the pre-show match or what?
All right, pre-show match: Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter versus Sakura Shida and Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, so
go
who
ahead,
won?
Bolo. What happened in this match, Bolo? Go ahead.
Oh man,
I could tell you something that happened in this match real quick. There was like an insane fucking like cross body to the outside that Rosa hit on Hayter, and she hit her head
That
so
was on
That was a
Dynamite.
Dynamite match.
that was what the hell?
That was
same
Dynamite.
shit happened. Same shit happened in this same match,
You
dude.
sure? You sure
Yes, I
about that?
swear to God. We could go rewatch it and they'd run in the same
honestly,
spot.
I'll take your
No,
word.
honestly, that could have that. That's for true.
Yeah. But yeah, actually,
These are
I mean, yeah.
for very good workers. This is a very good match, and I've forgotten basically every detail of it since then.
Yeah, I
Like
hear
most
you,
AEW pre-show matches.
Well,
Most
at the
AEW pre-show
time-
matches are good, but forgettable.
yeah, I remember it
Yeah,
being a
at the
great
time,
match.
for
Yeah,
context,
it was
at
really
the time,
good. I just don't
they
remember
were
much of
all a part of
TBS
the
gimmick.
TBS Women's Bracket gimmick, and I think they were hyping up. I think it was going to be Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida and Jamie Hayter versus Thunder Rosa. Both matches
Yeah.
were actually very good.
Now, fast forward a month later, half of those people are not in the tournament no more. They already
Yeah,
lost.
as expected.
Yeah, Nyla won and Thunder Rosa won.
That's how far we are into this. Damn, God, yeah, that's how far we got into it.
Nyla
We are
Rose and Hikaru
Oh my
Shida
God.
Googly man.
went on to have a pretty good match on Dynamite. Nyla Rose won, which is surprising, but whatever.
Real quickly, so Gooch was exactly right. Thunder Rosa did do the crossbody spot onto Jamie Hayter to the outside, and it
he was
led
dying.
to
Oh, okay.
I was ready
it
to
led
take
to
it
Serena
forward.
Deeb getting involved in the match because Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida are feuding. Vicky Guerrero hit Hikaru Shida in the knee with the kendo stick.
Yeah.
And who won the match? I don't care to watch the rest of it. Who won?
Damn.
It was Sheena and Rosa.
Shida and Rosa won. Yeah.
The most
Yeah.
fucked part about it was when Serena Deeb came. She was like, "We thought that was just shoot fucking fan." Like,
Oh yeah,
see her on TV. We thought she would just shoot fucking fan. So we were so confused.
Serena Deeb does look like she just looks very normal. She doesn't look like a wrestler, if that makes any sense. She just looks
Yeah,
like
he's working the Bret Hart game.
your typical average white woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she's like a female
Charlotte
Bret
Flair
Hart.
gimmick.
Went on for 12 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, that's terrible.
On to the next match.
MJF versus Darby Allin.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start it off like this. Twitter and other podcasters or whatever, other wrestling reviewers, obviously had their opinions on this match. Everybody said it was like, oh, this is match of the night candidate, this and that.
Right.
You can
This
go to
match
hell.
did not. This match did not hit with me in the slightest. It did not capture my attention in the slightest. I did
No.
not care for this match.
Now listen.
it was
listen here.
okay, but I had like no personal investment in it whatsoever. Like
I'm pretty sure they worked a pretty good match. I saw like Darby hit a coffin drop on the outside that I popped a little for. MJF did a tombstone on the apron that I remember. Apparently, they beat the fuck out of each other.
Let's
They just
break
MJF
it
like
down
won
fuck
by
like
shit.
this.
With, like they did
Let's
some
break
fuck
it
shit with
down
like
like
the
this,
technical
man.
pin shit. It was like for like 2 minutes straight. That's all
Yeah,
I
they
really
just
cared
kept-
about.
Let's break it down like this, Brad. Like,
counterpin,
fuckers-
counterpin.
I was gonna care for this match a little bit, and then this nigga Darby Allin came out and said this is gonna be a wrestling match, and I was out of it already. I was just out.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
He should
Because-
say it's a wrestling match.
Shit.
This was not sports entertainment. This was wrestling.
I mean, the build started with like, what was it, like MJF
I'm
and
in
the
your head,
boys.
bro. I'm in
They,
your
like,
head. I'm in
MJF
your
and the
head.
boys like
died.
jumped Darby in the back, and it was like, that's kind of like hardcore-ish. They threw him into like some gimmick, like a metal gimmick or something. They just
Yeah.
jumped him in the back.
And they were wearing like very obvious disguises.
And they were wearing
Yeah,
ski masks because MJF said that they weren't
going
going to show up that week, and so it was like, and then they worked that gimmick. And then Darby was just like, well, I think MJF was working like, oh, yeah, I could beat you with a headlock takeover. And Darby was just like, well, fuck you, man. Prove it. We'll fucking have a wrestling match.
I hated the fact that like the gimmick when they did that gimmick on the like I don't even think it was the go home like fucking like Excalibur was having no part of it. Like there were Baz and JR just said like who the fuck is it? Who the fuck is it?
Who
He
is
was so pissed. And like Excalibur screaming at him the whole time. It's fucking the pinnacle.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're breaking kayfabe, Sean. Shut the fuck up. Who
Okay.
the fuck?
Kazayfade.
Hey Justin,
Who is it?
Kazayfade, brother. Come on now.
Honestly,
Now,
I knew
this match was probably
honestly do
amazing.
think JR might have seen bald FTR and thought that was Stone Cold.
Listen,
So
now,
that's why
truthfully,
Excalibur had to clarify that.
Bald, wait, you just called him Bald FTR?
Bald
I can't remember which
and
is which.
Mohawk FTR.
We got bald FTR and we got not bald FTR.
See, you're disrespecting Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler right now, and I can't believe it.
Only
Now,
thing
which
I
one is
really
which? I
remember
don't
from
know.
this match is that Darby stole one of Cena's main entrances, but he was not anywhere near as cool.
I just remember me not caring because I don't care about these two guys.
Yeah, he
That's
just
why.
crashed his own fucking whip for no reason.
It's very
It's just
symbolic of his
lose.
uncle who did the same thing.
Yeah, he was
lost.
rolling up. He was rolling up and fucking like COD Zombies fucking music did.
And then just to do all that, just to fucking lose.
Just to fucking lose.
Yeah.
There was no point.
All that.
And he
Nigga crashed
came
his
to the
car just
arena.
to lose.
He came to the arena acting like he was fucking hurt. Like no,
He did Mick
That's
Foley's
the hurt,
entrance
just to lose.
video just to lose. It's crazy.
God.
And
I
he's
got
a-
nothing.
I believe that I started taking notes halfway through this match, but the only note I had during this match was cross the line, and I'm not sure if we're gonna talk about that.
Oh my god, thank you for bringing that up!
Okay, I'm gonna break it down like this. So
What gimmick?
we broke
Wasn't
out.
across the
We're
line yet.
real broke. We're broke. Me and
Right.
Bolin are like trying to counter stream each other to see who's like ahead and who's isn't.
Yeah, he was
So
on BR Live. He was on
The,
Fight.
like we had to present it to so we could watch it was why is my fight so slow? It's like keep shutting it down and taking it down due to copyright. That's insane. Come on, Fight TV.
Yeah, my
Right.
VR was
So,
also
yeah,
messing up.
We tried to do this like for like almost an hour straight. It felt like,
Yeah.
and every time someone was ahead, it would just you cross the line,
Cross the
line.
line.
And we'd go to the other stream and watch it, and it felt like every 2 minutes in every match this happened, except for a later match, which we'll probably discuss. I don't know. I
At
don't.
one point, Goose fell so
Oof.
far behind Bull, and he just started pulling up as many streams as possible. So he had like 5 windows open.
You should
He
pull
streamed
my
the
stream up at
Discord.
one point.
Yeah, he
He
streamed
streamed
the
Bullet
Discord.
Stream.
Again, they're doing this with
And
two
then-
legal streams. I don't know
And
why.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
illegal
right before the
streams.
main event, both streams went down, and,
And
we
then-
had no idea what to do. And then from the rafters, it's a bee with the
Yeah,
legal
our
Fight
boy.
TV stream.
our boy came out with the best, crispest stream in the world, and saved the night. Shout out to Habibi-san.
Shout out to BB-san.
All right, the next match was the Lucha Brothers, Penta Ozero Miedo and Rey Fenix, the champions, with
Well, I'm glad you said that because my next note after MJF wins is they're coming down.
It was the Lucha Bros.
My
It was the
next
Lucha Bros.
note is lol, the flag fell over because they brought like 2 flags out because they did the big fucking Lucha Bros entrance again. Then one of them just fell right over during the entrance, and I just found that shit hilarious.
It was them versus FTR Bald and FTR Hair.
Yeah, real quick. Since we haven't did this podcast in a month, we have to talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to FTR, and that's their new theme song. I feel like I feel like it gets disgraced as a song, but it shouldn't be disgraced as a song. It should be disgraced as a song for FTR.
Oh yeah,
because this is not an FTR song. This is a song that's good, but not for FTR.
It sounds like indie game menu music, if I'm being honest.
Beautiful song, but it is not
great song. Even it's a real good song.
You know, I think they do this to put in the AEW game. That's their excuse to put in the AEW game as their main theme.
It's a great song. It's just not for FTR. We were watching Rampage, I think, and I made the comparison that it was like the equivalent to Randy Orton coming out to this Fire Burn.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
It went from sure yeah to do.
It doesn't fit, man.
Literally. Real quick, so we're talking about themes. MJF's theme.
that theme pops and booties.
We're already gone from MJF. We're already to the next match.
We talked about it, and we're like saying like this is literally just menu creation music. If this shit is not in the like creator wrestler shit for AEW game,
it sounds like the default theme for a wrestler if it went hard. It's like if WWE 2K Football music went hard.
Oh no! We came across a fucking shit ass cover. Shout out to this guy. He's probably a great musician, but I cannot stand fucking I'm better than you.
I'm like 99% sure that he was like told by his like Patreon subscribers to do that, because I went and looked at the rest of this guy's music on his channel. It's okay. It's alright. It's not that bad.
You know what I just thought about?
But then you pull up the MJF game and it's just
better than.
You know what I just thought about? MJF's theme is YouTube license, so we can legit play that better than you theme right now.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, that's the new intro music.
Someone pull it up.
Yeah, that's our new intro.
We can't do that.
Get into the themes. We do have to stay.
If we do less than 10 seconds,
with
they can't
the match.
do anything to us.
We
only do 6 seconds. They can't do anything to us.
Okay.
The match was the Lucha Bros versus FTR for the AEW World Tag Team Championships, and honestly, I thought this match was sweet. I really liked this match.
This match fucked.
This might have been
From the memory that I have for this match, which is none, it seems good.
The spot I remember the most was like, the Lucha Bros do a foot stomp pile driver.
Okay.
And they do a foot stomp package pile driver. And Phoenix did the foot stomp package pile driver, and he bounced off. I think it was Dax Harwood's ass, and then it turned into a crossbody on Cash Wheeler.
I think so.
This guy's crazy.
So Penta picks up him, for the back of stomps, and then crossbody off the stomp.
It was one of the craziest things I've seen in wrestling ever.
Yeah. Also, they did a lot of actually, hold on. There was a lot of if I remember correctly, this was the show that was in the city where Eddie Guerrero passed away, and the show happened on the same date. So there was a lot of tribute moves to Eddie Guerrero, which I thought
it was on the day. I think it was 15th or 16th anniversary of Eddie's passing in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Eddie passed. So tons of Eddie tributes, lots of them.
And surely during this Lucha Bros match, surely the the Lucha inspired tag team should win off of Eddie Guerrero. So they do the the Three Amigos Frog Splash. 1, 2. Oh my God! Kick out at 2. Now what the fuck?
I'm pretty sure
Why?
like 4 different people did the Three Amigos suplex
Yeah.
during this night.
Yeah, Lucha Bros did it. Punk did it. Jericho did a straight up frog splash. I think he did a
I
gimmick
think
too.
wasn't it one of the fucking MMA fighters did the Three Amigos? I
Yeah,
think.
I
Probably.
wonder who. Yeah, but Jordan, I wonder who won doing it. I wonder who won.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec.
Yeah, so great
There's
match.
a lot of fucking tag team fuckery going
Nah,
on.
It
I'm
had
sure-
a weird finish.
Nah, I'm
Actually,
sure you
the
remember the
legal
finish,
man.
right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it had a
the
weird
So
finish.
the
finish.
finish,
I
so
think-
the finishes, which is actually
Oh,
a
okay.
pretty smart finish in order to keep the storyline going, is like Lucha Bros
Really?
go over, but they pin the man who is not legal. I don't remember which FTR was not the legal man, but it was one of them.
Dax.
And they got
Well-
pinned, and they went 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they
And-
put on the Super
It's wrong,
Frogs,
Magic.
Los Superanas mask, and it was, I think, Cash. No, Dax, because he had just worked. Dax was the one who was supposed to take the pin. He had just worked the pack match on Dynamite, so he was
FTR?
like beat up. So they did. They put on the Superanas mask, and then Cash rolled in, and Penta rolled him up, and they won the match. Cash tried to tell him that he wasn't the legal man. Rick Knox said, "Okay," and then the Lucha Bros walked off, and that was the end of the match.
Okay. Whatever and cool.
Whatever.
One
and
of the best
cool.
matches of the night, and that's saying something because this was a pretty good fucking show, if I'm being honest.
Wait, you said this was their best match of the night?
No, I said it's one of the best. I didn't say.
I was about to say, you
I didn't
on
say
phonics.
the best. Nah. Now we all know what the best match is, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
It
That
is
match
not
clocked
what's
in at
coming up
18
next.
minutes and 36 seconds. The next match would be Bryan Danielson versus Miro for the AEW Championship Eliminator Tournament Final, which clocked in at 20 minutes and 6 seconds.
this match, fucked.
This match had me scared because I didn't know. Now back in hindsight, I'm fine with Danielson winning, but at the time, a nigga was scared. I
I was
I
fine
was
with it from the
thinking-
start.
I mean,
Danielson.
They said, "Oh, you want it? Oh, you like Danielson versus Suzuki? How about we make a match where every other strike you're gonna cringe at?" Like, they were stiff as fuck during this match, and
Hey,
it
I was stiff as fuck
ruled.
during this match too.
Pause.
okay, man. All right, dude, you're on YouTube. brother.
I remember that there was a moment where
I'm
they
gonna
just
drop the
kept fucking
N-bomb
kicking the
later
shit out of each other, and it ruled. Fucking Miro was doing it for God. Fucking just constant submissions and breaking out of it. It fucking ruled. It
Of
was-
course, because I don't have notes, I only have to go off memorization. And one of the spots I remember, I think Miro and Danielson were like trading kicks or something. And Miro was just eating these kicks, and he was begging Brian
Yeah.
to fucking kick him. And I said, this guy should win. And you know what? Miro lost.
Literally, one of my notes is just in all caps, eat those, and then parentheses, great kick exchange. Good job. Great kick exchange.
Match was good. Brian, of course, because this is December 6th. Brian is run of his life. Shout out Dickhead Danielson. But
Double bicep Danielson is crazy, bro.
and, I mean, Brian's crazy right now. Shouldn't win the belt though. Fuck all that. But
No,
real
we
good
could've
shit
watched-
he's doing right now.
We could have watched the first like 5 minutes because that's when I decided to be on some fuck shit and just pull up like 5 windows of the stream.
Yeah.
So we're crossing the line for like 10 minutes, and I'm
Yeah.
still
No.
3 seconds behind Bullen.
Now,
There's
I'm
a lot
sorry,
of
I'm
moments
sorry.
during this show where we stopped kind of paying attention, started screaming across the line for like 5 minutes straight. So
Now, I'm
apologies
sorry,
if we
real
miss
quick,
over
real
some
quick.
good
I'm
points
sorry.
or something.
real quick, before we continue with Full Gear, Jordan brought up something today that I think we should point out to right now. So, a month and a half ago, Goosh made a motherfucking prediction. He said if Edge and Goldberg does not have that crown jewel, he will go to Arby's and get a meat mountain sandwich and eat that bitch. December 6th, 2021, we are here. Edge and Rollins had a match, Hell in a Cell match. And Goose, can you tell me what show that was on? Oh no, not you. Okay, Jordan, can you tell me what show that was on?
Well, of course, it was on Crown Jewel 2021.
Now, can you tell me what Goldberg was doing that show?
He wrestled Bob Lashley and beat him.
Okay, so it has been a month, Goosh. Where's that Arby sandwich at?
Well, if we can get donations to our Patreon, we can fund for the Goosh eating Arby's campaign.
Once we reach $50 a month, we will get Goosh one Arby's sandwich. Just one.
Damn. Well,
I mean, have you seen inflation? That's how much an
next time on the NWE, not the podcast, just on the NWE.
Yep.
You see that nigga eat an Arby sandwich.
The loser
Are you
of the
joking
GM
about water?
will eat a single.
Yeah, I bet
Arby's
you are.
sandwich.
Continue though.
Oh no, players!
Where's your Cody neck tattoo, by the way?
Yeah, this is the second
another
promise he's fucking broken. It's crazy.
That's
The
another
next
thing.
match is Christian Cage and Jurassic
I was
Express.
gonna say.
Shout out to Jungle Man
Yeah, shout out Jungle Man.
All right.
versus the Super
First
Clip.
off and foremost,
And you forgot about the dinosaur.
hold on now. First off and foremost, young nigga Nick Jackson was on some fuck shit this evening.
Oh
Nick
my
Jackson
god, the pink beard.
and the Young Bucks and the Super Click all had pink gear. Nick and his brother Matt come out with the pink pants, the nice jacket, looking fantastic.
Brandon Cutler's in the jumpsuit and it's all pink and it looks obnoxious as fuck.
Young,
Looking like Squid
Yeah.
Games out here.
But
young nigga Nick Jackson. Well, Nick Jackson has dyed his mustache.
His mutton chops are the normal color, and his mustache and his beard is pink. And I don't know how he did it, but it looks awful, and I love it
But
so
hold
much.
on now.
You look fantastic.
I think y'all are about to try to downplay, or maybe not, because
Oh,
the
no,
next
I'm not-
year, because
Right,
the other
no.
team, on the other hand, see, Christian was coming out. I was thinking that nigga got to wear the jacket. Then I got pissed for a second, and then I saw that nigga in jeans. I said, "Oh shit, this is going down." And then I saw Jungle Boy. I said, "Oh, this nigga's gonna be weird."
Oh man, at the time he had a beard going.
And then, yeah, Jungle Man, my apologies. And then I'm like, oh, Luchasaurus, he ain't got no G's. That nigga had G's too. Oh,
Snoop, my
I was ready.
Snoop,
Jeans
my
on.
first three notes for this match were, and I quote, Christian jeans, jungle jeans, and dino jeans, each in all caps.
I got
I
so
was
hyped for
hyped.
this. My only notes were legit Christian jeans, Jungle Man jeans. I got too hype after that. I didn't even write the rest.
Me and Bullen during the match ran off and put on jeans in
Oh,
solidarity.
yeah.
I remember that.
I remember that too. Legit when he got some jeans just for this shit.
I've never seen such a mark in my life.
The overall
for me, I was
match-
just simply like leaning over a bit, opening my drawer and getting some jeans out. Bullen had straight up like run out the room to get the jeans.
No, I was still in the room. I just fucking had to run over to my dresser. I'll put a picture up in the fucking on the gimmick of the
Oh,
fucking jeans
jeans?
I was wearing.
Well, the overall match was a Falls Count Anywheres match, and I thought that this match was really good. I was really into it. I thought it was the perfect train wreck. There was a spot where we'll get to that. There was a spot where Jungle Man did like a rope gimmick. He did like the walk the ropes gimmick, King of the ropes, Sensei Dorado shit. And he fucking, I don't know, he did some sort of iron drag thing and landed in a chair. And Adam Cole simply hit him with his finish and said, "Fuck you."
I don't
So
remember
you
what
shit, you
spot
ain't
this
nothing.
was, but I have a note that just says, "Damn, what the fuck was that table spot?"
There were tons of table spots. Matt Jackson, who deserves a lot more respect than I'm giving him because he also had the pink beard and looked crazy himself, did a gorgeous elbow drop to the outside. I think it was the Jungle Man.
That
One
nigga
of-
had stock on
It was actually one of the best elbow drops I've seen in a while.
Hey, you want to talk about another spot that involved the table and someone jumping off something to a table?
Oh boy.
Or you want to talk about that way later on?
I think I know what you're talking about. I'll get to that later on, but okay. But I don't know what happened. Adam Cole started bleeding in this match, and that popped me huge because this guy was in NXT for 4 years and he couldn't bleed for 4 years. So I was like, whoa.
There was
Fast
a
forward a little
moment.
bit, Jungle Man and company are getting jobbed out. They put on the Super Click put on these knee pads with thumbtacks on them. They hit the BTE trigger on Luchasaurus. Jungle Man breaks up the pin.
Oh, I think that was the moment that I wrote down. And where did you come from? Because he went from
they all
being absolutely nowhere near the action to just like right back in it in like 30 seconds, and I was like, where the fuck did you come from, Jungle Man?
yeah. See, Luchasaurus also buried the BTE trigger because 30 seconds to a minute later, everybody somehow is on the outside. They're on the bottom of the stage. Luchasaurus does a fucking shooting star onto like 5 people. Christian hits a spear on Matt Jackson, sets up the concerto, gives it to the Jungle Man, where Jungle Man is truly Jungle Man. He hits the concerto, pins Matt Jackson. Great fucking match.
Somebody pointed out afterwards that Christian was in the back, like in spear position, just waiting for Jungle Man to not do it, and Jungle Man was like, "Nah, I'm gonna do it."
Can this nigga Christian just
he killed that man. He killed that man.
Yeah, well, it is now December 6th, and a lot has changed. Except nothing has changed. I just want Christian to turn on this guy.
Oh.
His ass. When it happens, I'm gonna be the first nigga to celebrate. He needs to
It's not happening.
Beat on his ass.
Yeah, for it's December 6th, right after this match. Jungle Man shaved, transformed back to Jungle Boy, pissed me the fuck off.
No. Hold on.
The dog walk this dude.
As he said, the beard may be gone, but the Jungle Man is still in his heart.
He's not
he is not Jungle Man.
Nah, he's Jungle.
He's just a boy in
a Jungle Boy. That's a baby face, bruh.
Nah, he's Jungle
Man
now.
In a man's world. He loves to play with boys.
Now, this match clocked in at 22 minutes and 35 seconds so far.
Second
longest match of the night.
So
far, at this point, longest of the night.
Beat MJF and Darby by
And now that we've had a couple great matches in a row, it's time for the cool down piss break match.
Our next matchup, Britt Baker versus Ty Conti.
No,
pretty much.
Snoop, you're skipping over another match here.
No, he's good. He's right.
I think he's fine.
He's right.
Good. So
I think something happened here because I have in my notes just boo and stream shit. So I feel like something happened between.
Snoop sadly did not get to make this match. He went to sleep.
I did every other match that happened, and
he said that the Super Click match, it was just so good that he was just exhausted after, so he just went to sleep. There was no other match.
It made me feel so good.
So when we all woke up, Britt Baker DMD versus Ty Conti was on.
Yeah.
This match will go ahead and clock in for 15 minutes and 24 seconds.
I do hate to say it,
it was a pretty good match. You have Ty Conti once again proves that for some reason half the fucking AEW roster can kick everybody else's fucking heads off because goddamn her fucking kicks. I just kept writing down another fucking great kick by Conti. I don't know how they do it, but half their roster has the best kicks in the business. You got super kicks.
Half the roster swinging the leg at people's faces real good.
I'm glad you were here to say that because I hate to say it, but I have no recollection of this match whatsoever except
me neither.
Britt and the Britt squad cheated and Britt won.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Good
Let me talk about next match though.
Now
here we go.
Oh, this fucking match. This was match of the night right here.
I'm tired from CM Punk. I want to see a Punk in shorts real quick. I want to see a Punk in shorts. I didn't say what type of shorts. I just wanted that nigga in shorts. When he came out with his undies, he came out in his undies. I was like,
well, hold on real quickly before we get to CM Punk in shorts. I got to give a shout out to Eddie Kingston's entrance. Because Eddie Kingston, the usual Eddie Kingston entrance is fucking a lot more energetic and he plays to the crowd a little bit. This motherfucker, music hit and his entrance was done within 30 seconds.
Yeah, he did the Taz entrance without the intro.
Stone face, ready to kill a motherfucker. And I was so amped.
quite literally, like, I think this was just like a fucking 2 to 3 week build up. That's all it was.
And
It
it
was
was like
like
one of the most
ready to tear
anticipated
this man's
matches on the
soul
day.
out of his body. Just like got a little pep in
Beautiful.
his step, hits the ring, and he's ready to go.
He was ready.
And then CM Trunks comes out.
Snoop has been waiting for this for so long, but he was asleep during this part.
He fell asleep.
He fell
And
asleep.
we were
And I was
making, and we
only
were
there about-
laughing at him. We were laughing at him the whole entrance. We were like, "Oh my
Yeah,
god, I can't
right,
believe
right.
Snoop fell
For
asleep
shoot,
during this."
I was ready
And
to
then Eddie
tag.
Kingston.
I was ready to tag
And-
Snoop and just say, "Oh my god, he hit the fucking Pepsi plunge, dude! Wake up!"
We did. At the match, he started spamming the Eddie Kingston jerking off gif at him. I remember.
Yeah, that was great.
But yeah, it's fucking. We were all kind of like, "Oh, ha ha!" And then fucking Eddie Kingston, CM Punk gets in the ring, and he hits him with a goddamn back fist, and the fucking VC went nuts. I swear
Like-
to God.
That was a shoot. That was a shoot.
It was a shoot.
It
It
was-
Fucking
It
Phil
has like
for the count.
legitimate. Bell hadn't even rung yet. They were talking to each other,
We were
and
laughing, having a good time, and then
Eddie
2
Kingston
seconds
with a
later, we were all
back
hooting
fist
and
to the
hollering.
that was a shoot. Eddie Kingston knocked out Phil Brooks.
I heard
yeah,
people
it-
jumping out of their chairs.
it
was crazy.
It looked like he was knocked out. I thought for like a split second, I said, "Oh my god, Eddie just knocked out CM Punk. They're gonna ring the bell, and Eddie's
Eddie
just gonna
Kingston
beat
did
CM
not
Punk."
knock out CM Punk.
And
Eddie
he's just-
Kingston knocked out Phil Brooks.
It was great.
But Punk recovered, and Punk got up. Punk was kind of woozy for a little bit. He found his footing though.
Hit the
We
Pepsi
get to the
plunge.
outside. Punk. As they get to the outside, I think it was at the outside where Punk started bleeding, and
Oh yeah, I forgot he was Gushin.
he was
This is-
bleeding, and it
He
was
was
a wrestling match.
red,
This
man.
was-
realistically. I mean, it was
It was
it was a
nasty.
sight to behold because it was like, damn. It was
So
at
I'm
that
going to
moment where it was just
GCW.
like, oh damn, CM Punk is out here bleeding for a wrestling show right now. That's kind of wild.
This was probably the loudest the crowd was up until like the last match on the card, and they were like very evenly split. It was insane how in like 3 weeks they made this.
Bro, hold on.
It was-
Snoop,
Hey, it
we
was
have
insane.
issues.
Soup's having problems.
That's terrible.
All right, we're gonna hit the reset button, and all right,
Nah,
we'll mark the
mm-mm.
reset.
Keep going.
No, we're just gonna keep going.
I'm keeping that in.
We're gonna have
Better
issues.
than-
We're gonna keep
better
going.
than-
They get into the ring, and
Yeah.
as they get into the ring, I think this is where Punk gets going.
Oh my god.
Punk hits the ropes, shoulder tackle. Eddie gets back up. Punk hits the other rope, shoulder tackle. Eddie gets back up. Eddie swings. Eddie misses. Back suplex by CM Punk. And the fucking hand goes up into the air.
And the crowd loses their minds, and we lost our minds. We were all just like, "Oh my goodness!"
It was quite a shot.
Bro,
We all
Because
thought he was
he-
gonna hit it. We all thought he was gonna hit it.
bro,
With the blood running down his face, holding his hand up in the air. CM Punk looked like a fucking madman, and it was so cool. It was so cool. Thought he was gonna hit the 5-knuckle shuffle, and as he goes down to do the "you can't see me" gimmick, instead of doing "you can't see me," he does double middle fingers, and him and Eddie both at the same time say "fuck you."
And it was awesome.
It was
No.
great.
I rewatched it like for the one time, like back to myself, and that shit was like the longest 1 minute there ever was. He was holding it for so long.
Shit
That
stood
shit
still,
felt like
man.
an
Shit stood still
eternity.
for a while. It
We
was
were,
like,
we
what
were
the fuck?
losing our minds. It felt like he was holding it for like 10 minutes. The anticipation was killer. That was probably the moment of the night. I'll be completely honest. That's the moment I remember the
No,
most.
no, whoa. I'm sorry. I love that moment. That is definitely that moment of the night. I did not wait 2 years for CM Punk to do that.
I did.
I did not.
I opened
Well-
the next pay-per-view that he does
Got
the
two
thing where he
different
takes off the elbow pad, throws it in the ring, swings his arms, and runs the ropes.
And then he hits the people's moonsault.
I don't know about you. I hope he charges up for a meat hook clothesline. That's what I want him to do.
I hope he hits a
I
spine
hope
buster and then does
I hope he hits
it.
I hope next big match he has, he hits the Saxonator.
God damn.
I hope the Randy Orton gimmick where he goes for the RKO, he just pumps his fist onto the mat.
But Punk ends up winning this match. It sucks because this was the shortest match on the show, but goddamn it, it was the best. Punk and Kingston fucking killed it. It is one of my, if not my match of the year.
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking match. And I'm so pissed off that this was the fucking... It looks like it's the end of it because
They even did the
they're
spot.
looking like it's now going to be Punk and MJF, and Eddie's moving on to do a thing with 2.0. Eddie had a real good match with Daniel Garcia on Rampage. Baby has to show up at waiting on. And it's just...
I remember
what a
during
fucking
the
match.
they did a spot where like he hits a GTS, but they're both too tired to like do anything afterwards, and I was like, oh, is that the end of part 1? And then like 3 minutes later the match is over, and I was like, oh man.
30 minutes.
Next up, though, was a match that I truly believed that I was going to hate. And you know what?
Finally, it's the main event.
Yeah, you know what? And I hated it. So
it's time for the main event.
No, it's not. The next match was the Inner Circle versus Men of the Year in a Minneapolis street fight for a solid 19 minutes and 52 seconds.
You guys are forgetting about the 2K cutscene that happened after the Eddie Kingston CM Punk match.
Oh yeah, and Eddie walked away, and that's how their story ends pretty much.
Now, for this Minneapolis street fight, there's just one spot I'd like to point out. Nothing in particular. They decided, to, like, you know, it's a street fight. They'll pull out anything that they're given. But they decided, hey, let's get an actual Prince symbol and use it as a weapon.
Yeah. Well, so the gimmick was that they were just pulling out stuff that was, you know,
synonymous in Minneapolis and Minnesota and all that. Touchdown Patriots town.
No, the gimmick of the match was that he looked like Popeye.
He looked like Popeye.
No, yeah, so...
did we not do that on the pod before? Hold on.
No, I think we
the
did
VC,
it on the pod.
I don't know, I think I brought up the shitty Jake Hager promo from like 2 weeks before where they were picking the Men of the Year members. And they pick all these Men of the Year members. Everybody says great lines except, you know, Jericho does the 1999 Stephanie McMahon gimmick. You look like a slut, hoe, Paige Van Zandt gimmick. Then Santana picks Andre. He picks Andre, and he's like, "Now you're a pit bull, huh? You're a pit bull. You want something to bite? Bite this." I said, "Yeah, that's awesome." and then they get to Jake Hager.
What did Jake say?
And well, Jake Hager.
Come on now.
Jake Hager said, "I want to pick Junior Dos Santos." I said, "That's awesome, Jake. Why do you want to pick Junior Dos Santos?"
Why?
He said, "I'm not going to say you look stupid, but you look like Popeye."
Half of this match in the VC was not spent taking notes. It was spent going, that guy looks like Popeye.
At some point, Jordan just says the line, and it fucks up the rest of the match for this fucking shit posting for the rest of it.
He looks like Popeye.
And yeah, and that's the only thing I got for this match, other than the Jeff Hardy spot from Sam Guevara.
Yeah, that's pretty much about it. The finish of the match was, of course, Chris Jericho paying homage to the late great Eddie Guerrero, and
he did the Eddie shoulder shake gimmick, but he's
white,
stupid.
so he can't get no rhythm. So
yeah, he looks stupid. I didn't know what he was trying to do. I genuinely didn't know it was an Eddie tribute till he went to the top, and I said, "Oh, he's gonna do a frog splash," because I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I thought he was having a seizure in the middle of the ring. But
there are two spots I made sure to note down, which is Santana throwing somebody in the crowd and them kicking a fan in the face, followed shortly by a security guard getting used to launch a senton.
I think he Ethan Page into the crowd or something. Oh, Baron Von Raschke. Baron Von Raschke was in the crowd, and Ethan Page went over to yell at like Jake Hager's wife, and Baron Von Raschke put Ethan Page in the Iron Claw, and I thought that was great. And so I think Ethan Page got thrown into the crowd, and Ortiz walks up to a security guard, and it's just like, you know what to do. And then he gets on all fours, and they do the Hardy spot.
There was a bunch of they love Jeff Hardy during his match. I just like to put that in.
Oh, speaking of Hardy, we'll get to that.
Yeah, Sammy Guevara ends up going to the top of a ladder. Somebody's laying on a table. I don't know who.
Somebody's dick got stabbed.
Damn near does the whole Hardy taunt and everything. He sticks his hands out. And he does the.
Damn near, he did. He even did the Hardy hair flip and then posted.
Does the Swanton bomb. Damn near got up there, did the damn Tootsie Roll. Does the Swanton bomb, and that's. And then Chris Jericho does the gimmick that Dan Lambert hits the frog splash. 1, 2, 3. It's over. The story is over.
And they all look like Popeye.
No, he doesn't. His story's over.
Bullet, is it just me or did I get deja vu from that? Because he said someone jumped real high off or something and did a small top bomb through a table. Now I don't know if it's just me, but I think I'm getting some premonitions for what happens on Sunday.
Premonitions.
Hey, you're not wrong.
Yeah, you must be talking about Cora Jade.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Yes, sir. But now it's time for the main event.
Well, technically, it's not
main
the main event. Sorry.
Now, but before the main event, right? Before the main event, there was a fucking incredible video package. Like WWE, I still think does the best video package.
No. We'll get to that, but there's something else.
Oh right, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Tony Schiavone had an announcement. He said AEW has made a new signing, and then he announced who it was, and he said it was fucking Little Bill, bald-headed nigga number 3. Jay Lethal.
Why you bald?
Why you bald?
And Jay Lethal made his AEW debut.
Why are you bald? Why are you ugly? Why are you bald?
December 6th, to this day, we have not seen him since his match against Sammy Guevara.
He had a match with Sam Guevara, and he said before he was just like, oh, you know,
he was just
I'm here because there's an open challenge for the TNT Championship. I was unaware, but there's apparently an open challenge for the TNT Championship. And he said, I would take the match right now, but that nigga was just Jeff Hardy, so we got to give him a break.
Yo.
So he said, this Wednesday, I want to take on Sam Guevara.
He said
Sam Guevara just walked out there, just stuck up the title, said you're on, bullshit. They had a match. End of story. That was it.
He said, I want to take on Samuel Guava.
He simply lost the match. So, there we go.
And then he lost. Yeah, Jay Lethal lost. Hadn't been seen since. Tony Nese just lost to Sam Guevara. That's pretty much it.
Not Samuel Guava.
Yeah, Sam Gargano.
Sorry. Oh, we're going to talk about Gargano. Yeah, we're going to talk about
now it's time. The main event.
The main event was Hangman Adam Page versus Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship, totaling at a 25-minute and 35-second mark. But before that was an incredible job by the AEW production crew.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It was literally rode in on a pale horse.
Yeah, shout out to Bullet Valtunis for doing the promo package. Shout out. Love that nickel.
Using kayfabe names?
Huh?
This is kayfabe, brother. Kayfabe, brother.
Kayfabe, brother. Come on, man.
I love this business, Jordan. See, look, the fact that you talk about kayfabe, you talking about that's real life to me.
Hey man, Page just writing down on a horse.
In the streets of Minneapolis.
Right next to the Target Center, the Dark Order run through a little tunnel gimmick. It was real cool. And on the little billboards things, they do the WCW gimmick where they flash videos on the billboards. On the first billboard, it shows the advertisement for Hangman and Omega for the AEW title, and it flashes to Hangman saying that he would be the first AEW champion. And then the very next video is him losing the chance to be in the first AEW champion. And he loses to Chris Jericho at All Out. Then it gets to, I believe, him costing the Bucks a shot at the tag titles because that was the more important advancement in the story. And yeah, and then he got off the horse, and it was real cool. Cowboy shit chants. Then his fucking theme hits, gets a fucking hell of a pop, and I was so nervous for this fucker because goddamn it, there was someone telling me that Kenny was gonna keep the belt.
The reason why he was nervous and I was nervous a little bit was because, well, Danielson won.
Danielson won, yeah.
Again, off of hindsight, very happy that he won. Still,
it is December 6th. It is December 6th. I learned tonight. Not disrespect TK. Not write him off. It was the right decision, and they're doing great right now. But at the time, I was nervous because I thought they really wanted to do Danielson and Omega 2 for the belt.
Again, we're about to watch that match in like 2 weeks. So,
yeah. Well, yeah, this December 6th. Kenny Omega lost and he took time off. Sorry. That's the spoiler.
He's going to the Fed.
Yeah, that's the spoiler. But yeah, Kenny Omega comes out with Don Callis. They do the gimmick. And they work a match. Somebody's got notes here. What they do?
Now, real quick, it's really later on. Let's talk about the Warwick Angel spot real quick.
Well, we got to get there. We can't just skip to it. We got to get there.
I'm saying, like, there's a lot more to it.
Yeah, we got to let Nat explain things.
All right, Nat, go ahead.
All right, so we got a great intro. We got a really weird camera cut. Some people chanting something really out of sync. I just found that funny. And
Cowboy shit. What?
Omega comes out. He acknowledges the "What would Coda think" sign, which, that's a nice, very little moment. He just looks at it and he looks away. But,
she really wrote notes. Damn.
Yeah, this is the match I wrote the most notes for. And then Omega gets announced as being from Canada and never North Carolina, and I just found that funny, And now it's time for the main event. And by God, Hangman looked confident as hell for the first time in one of these big matches, and it ruled. Like, everything from his body language to like there was a moment where like Kenny was just forearming and over, and then fucking Hangman shouted in his face, "Is that all you got, motherfucker?" And I went off. That ruled. You got
niggas really wrote notes. Okay.
Callis keeps doing shit. They do some railing spots. Kenny falls off. Gets back on. Plays it off. Crowd laughs. Commentators very quiet. We're very, very quiet during this match, which I actually really like. They let the match speak for itself. They let it breathe, and then you just got another really brutal strike exchange, and then Kenny did this like giant back thing in the Hangman. Like, it was a rear view, but with like his back instead of the ass. Like, that's how I described it in my notes. And then Callis starts beating up Hangman on the outside. You get all the boos. He's grinding his face against the stairs. And then there's like a couple of fucking asshole fans chanting for Mox because oh my God, Mox isn't here. Let's chant for him because the match isn't like being full speed at all times. Whatever. Then this was a moment that I fucking popped off for, apparently, because I put this in all caps in my notes. Kenny teases the buckshot on the outside and then simply steps over the top rope into the ring, and then fucking Paige hammers him with a forearm. Like, I'm talking, this was like the fucking back fist. Like, this thing looked like he was gonna knock him out, and then he dodges but then he gets dodged to the corner. Kenny dodges out of the move. There's a cool little flip dodge, and then he hits a beautiful looking Rana, and then a nice little Terminator dive. The da-da-da-da-da, that gimmick he does sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then Hangman, and Kenny's like, I'm gonna do the "you can't escape" moonsault thing, and then Hangman simply puts the knees up right when Kenny hits him, and God, it looked brutal on both of them. Like, shit, like I physically recoiled at that part during the match. Then there was a dive that was really just like a long shove into the barricade, and then a cool little moonsault. Kenny did something right afterwards that basically dropped Hangman directly onto his skull here. And at that point, I got worried for a second because it looked like Hangman had just like gotten dropped straight directly on top of his head. And then Kenny goes to Snapdragon. Hangman gets out of it and then dragons Kenny instead.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Are we going to talk about when Kenny fucked up the moonsault on the barricade and instantly did it again? Or
No, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that already.
was that not part of the match?
No, that wasn't part of the match.
That was part of
It
the
just happened
first
earlier, I
one, wasn't
believe.
it? The one at 2020.
Was it?
Yeah.
I swear they did it this.
No.
time, too.
Snoop's right. Snoop's right.
Oh wait, are my notes wrong?
Maybe I was either thinking of the Danielson match or this match. Because either way, it's probably happened.
No, I mentioned the fucking the
you didn't.
falling off of the barricade thing. I think that happened
sure
earlier in
about
the
that?
match. I'm not sure. I didn't write down when it happened, but like I'm just assuming since I wrote barricade shit that what I meant. But like I'm not sure 100%.
Okay. Yeah, that nigga fucked up though.
And then Hangman gets thrown onto the table, and they go for like a big dive, and then the table does not break.
I am the table.
I am the table. Still a cool move though. And then a nice little fake out by Hangman. He goes to the V trigger, and then he gets countered. Forearm, Irish whip, pop-up power bomb, and then the ref got buckshot, and then Callis had the belt. But Hangman knows. He hits the Deadeye. Ref is still down. Aubrey comes running out from the back. It's over. Kenny's getting pinned. 1, 2, 3. Nope, he kicked out. Nope, match ain't over yet. And the crowd went, when that happened. Like, it was one of those.
Okay.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant the crowd, like, visibly, they were, like, starting to cheer because they thought it was over. And then, no, they just deflated after that for a little bit. Because they thought it was over. Then Hangman picks up the belt. He's going to do it. But then he throws it aside. He's a good guy. Babyface, right? And then I remember during this part of the match, we were screaming at this fucking guy in the front row who was just like texting on his phone. Like, get off your damn cell phone.
God, I'm going to talk a lot about stuff like that in a second. Yeah, go ahead.
And then this is another part I wrote a lot of details on. Got some brutal rights, V triggers, counters, slaps, another V trigger, the spinning forearm, another V trigger. Hangman is slumps and Kenny is weak. Kenny tries to go for one-winged angel, can't pick him up all the way. Then he hits some fucking Kawada kicks on him and then a big lariat. And then the goddamn Bucks walk out from the back and you think, oh no, not this way. Not this goddamn way. Not again. Not for like the 5th time. Then Hangman gets dropped on his head again. Kenny takes the exact same bump.
Again.
Buckshot in the V trigger. Then Hangman hits the goddamn one-winged angel. And Kenny kicks out. And then Kenny kicks out. Kenny kicks out of the one-winged angel.
For 2 years now. People were waiting. Oh, Hangman Page is going to kick out the one-winged angel during their match. Kenny said, I would simply kick out my own move.
So, yeah, it is. That's the fair point. For 2 years, for the entire build, everybody. I'm not gonna shame people because I was a part of everybody. I was like, it's gonna be a huge fucking deal when Hangman kicks out of the one-winged angel at Full Gear to win the belt or at All Out to win the belt or whatever.
Yeah, y'all thought.
And I just find it fucking hilarious that it was fucking Kenny Omega.
Kenny said, I heard what you said. I'm going to simply reverse it. I'm going to kick out my own move. Nobody else is more powerful than me.
You said if anybody's making my move like shit, it's going to be me.
But then again, that is a wrestling trope. Simply, everybody.
It's not gonna work for me, dude.
It's
So
real
how'd you do
It's
it?
not gonna work for me, brother.
I'll just simply do it.
I will simply kick out on my own move.
All right. What was the finish of the
And
match?
Kayfabe, brother.
The finish is fantastic.
Mm.
He hits it, kick out. He gets ready for the buckshot. He hits it, but he doesn't get all of it, and he's on up for a second one. And the Bucks are standing there, and then they nod. They're like, "Do it, fucking do it." They don't say that. They're like,
Do it. No balls. No balls.
and then he hits it. 1, 2.
Kick out two. Oh my God.
No, no, just kidding. Up. That's the end of the match. Right
Nah,
there.
we talking about. See, I think we watched the wrong
And
match.
then the Bucks just kind of quietly walk to the back.
To just go away.
Hangman is celebrating. Kenny has no idea the Bucks just let that happen to him. He is very much out of it. Like, he's selling the shit, but like, this man is hurting. This man had to go to the chiropractor afterwards. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
First of all,
I think
real
I
quickly.
think that video got filmed beforehand, but it's funny to
Yeah,
imagine it just
real
like
quickly.
immediately
Big
walking
fucking
out.
shout out to fucking Kenny Omega. This fucker is crazy.
He was
Insanely
working.
hurt the entire fucking tunnel rain, all over it. Fucking his back's fucked, shoulders, all this fucking shit.
He's
fucking
working with
wrestles
like
with
whiplash
fucking
or vertigo. He had
vertigo.
vertigo. Like,
And
God,
this
the
fucking
only
Jesus
time I had
Christ.
vertigo, I could barely walk, and this man is hitting
Kenny-
moonsaults. God damn.
Kenny Omega was in an exploding barbed wire death match with Vertigo. I just like to put that out there.
You say, Christian,
then-
you are not gonna outwork everybody. It's my turn.
You can't outwork me. You can't outwork me.
And then following the match, the Dark Order comes out. Hangman is like, they're like, nah, we don't want to get in the ring. Hangman bites him in the ring. They offer him a beer. He takes the beer and immediately tosses it to the
Crack
side.
a
He goes
cold
in
one.
for the big hug. Great fucking
Cracks a
moment.
code one.
Cause I stay wild.
You know
And then he
Drink a
betrays him. No, I'm just
Stabilizer.
kidding.
And that,
He betrayed the whole Dark Order. Just takes them
and that
all out.
was
Hit him with
Full
one
Gear.
buckshot lariat.
That was full
I
gear.
was full
That's
gear.
what you said.
And that
That
was
was
a great
Full
way
Gear.
to end a
Can't
very
Can't wait
good
till next month when we cover day one.
yeah, that show happened a month
Move
ago.
on to my next note, which is Survivor Series.
Oh,
No.
God.
No.
Egg,
Mm.
egg, egg, egg,
Hey.
egg,
Hey.
egg, egg.
You know what? I think we can't do it real quickly, Snoop.
Can we just talk
Hey,
about
hold
the
on.
egg real quick? Can
Yeah.
we talk about
Okay.
the egg
Well,
at least?
let me break it down here. All right. You know how Survivor Series went?
I mean, you called my name. So
Survivor Series was like every other WWE show. Nothing mattered till the main event. Roman Reigns won. We the ones. Tribal Chief. He the best.
Wow.
Wow. Who the man? Who the man? Greatest of all time. He the one. That's
End
it.
all be all.
Well, how about
That's
the
it.
egg?
Nope.
Keith Lee was released for that goddamn egg. We gotta talk
No.
about the
Do
egg.
y'all actually want to talk about the egg?
I'll just go ahead and talk about it real quick. So basically,
Okay.
the show kicks off. Like I'm just gonna consider this the kickoff. Nothing before this like ever mattered. So
Yeah, fuck Shinsuke.
Black
Fuck
Car
Damian
rolls
Priest.
up. We're thinking, dude. Nope, it's Vince McMahon. No chance in hell. No chance in hell.
No
And
chance!
he comes out to the entire 24/7 championship division, including some personnel. And
They're clapping. They're all clapping.
the cheer, it's Vince McMahon. He's like, hold on, I got something for you. He's gonna pull up the tool of these fools and wipe out his whole division just like that. But no, it's
I mean,
an
he's
egg,
done before.
just a golden egg.
And they
My
don't do
favorite part
anything.
of the
They don't even know what's going on, so they're just looking at him blankly. And
like, what the
we're
fuck?
here just chanting egg, and everyone they're just staring. And he's like, "Well, come on!" And they're all cheering for the egg. It popped huge.
Egg, 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 egg,
And
egg.
then
Gunner, you're
a
fired.
commercial break for The Rock's next movie. Just a full
Exactly.
fucking frame for the egg. That's about all I really cared about.
The Rock was inside the egg.
I have a big theory about this. I think he made them cheer because if they did not cheer, they would get instantly fired. So
Yeah.
Keith Lee was
they had
released
to.
so that they could buy that egg, okay?
yeah, it's worth $10 or $100 million, bruh.
We kept every time they played like a Rock thing, we kept going, "The Rock is here! The Rock is here! The Rock is here at Survivor Series!"
Yeah, and then some people got shoot mad that he wasn't there, so Hollywood Rock played right after, so he said he was there.
Well, that was Survivor Series. Now, as for back to AEW, one member of this podcast went to the Dynamite following Full Gear live in Norfolk, Virginia, and also the Rampage. And you know what? It was me. I went. I was there at that show.
You know what? Dark Elevation. I was there. I was there.
I was stuck for Rampage. I've been waiting on that show. I stuck around. That's the show I've been waiting. I stuck around for Rampage
too, because we were here for Rampage, and that's the show we've been waiting on. All right, but no. In all seriousness, Bullen went to the show, so
Live.
This is the Bullen segment, the Bullen Town Hall.
Yeah. Let me get ready. All right, so this has been my first It was my first wrestling show in like 6 or 7 years, I want to say. The last show I went to was a house show, and
that is terrible.
It was a WWE house show. CM Punk had a match there. I can't remember who he faced. I remember tagging that nigga. There was a fucking not fat kid. There was a fucking kid in front of me that tried to keep pushing me out of the way, but I still got that hand tag, so that was cool. Bray Wyatt had a match with fucking what's his name. It was great. Kid next to me asking Daniel Bryan if he liked turtles. That sticks with me to this day.
So like, Punk was on his way out.
Yeah, this was like, I think it was the same. It was like a month or two before he left. Maybe, I don't know.
Jeez, yeah, it has to be, because you're talking about Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt didn't get there till Bray Wyatt was there at SummerSlam 2013. That was Punk's last SummerSlam.
Yeah, this was Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan in a steel cage, but they ran back on the Raw.
That wasn't Punk's last one, because he had a 2014 match with Brock.
That was 2013.
That was 14.
14, he faced Cena. 14, Lesnar faced Cena for the belt.
Oh, well, I'm bugging.
Yeah. Either way, this was like Punk was on the way out, obviously. So that was the last time I'd seen Punk. Fast forward 7 years, I did not expect to see this dude live. It was fucking insane.
Let's break it down with this. Bullen saw CM Punk's last Virginia show and first Virginia show back.
Yeah, I actually think you're right. I think I've seen fucking both of his fucking Virginia shows, or his fucking last 2 Virginia shows. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
And you had to see him go with MJF. So how did that feel, huh? How did that feel?
I'll get to that. so getting to the fucking arena, it was already a fucking house in the first place. Like, talking to my parents, they're fucking difficult. But we get there eventually after, like, for shoot, driving through an hour of traffic. I can't remember who was on when we got there, but the match after that was, like, I want to say Frankie Kazarian versus some guy.
Oh, you went to Dark Elevation.
Yeah, I went there for Dark Elevation. It was great. It was good shit.
Hey, can you run the card and run down who won?
I mean, shoot, I have the card right here. Actually, I could.
Let me get that Dark Elevation.
All right, so Dark Elevation. Ty J, which is Anna J and Ty Conti, defeated Erica Lay and
Ty J
and Willow Nightingale.
It's Ty J.
In an hour, or not, Jesus Christ, in a minute 30. God damn, that would have been terrible.
They went an hour and 30 minutes, brother.
Tony Nese defeats Logan Easton LaRox in 4 minutes.
The Rock?
Easton!
Team Taz, which is Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks, they defeat Irvin Legend and Lucas Chase in 4 minutes.
Did you see Hook?
My boy's not real.
Oh yeah, Hook was there. Yeah, Hook was there.
You saw Hook?
Yeah, I saw Hook.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. So after that, Chris. Well, actually, these aren't in order because I remember the order of these matches. This isn't in order, but it's.
But how many hookers were there at Virginia?
Oh, God, there's tons of hookers in the crowd. I'm telling you.
All the hookers?
All the hookers. Every hooker.
That's awesome.
That's impressive.
Virginia loves the hookers.
Yeah. There's too many people
Love
in this
the
match.
hookers,
I'm not
baby.
naming it. Frankie Kazarian defeats Joe Keys, which is a match I got there during. Dark Order of Alex Reynolds, John Silver, and 10 defeat Baron Black, Duke Davis, and Gannon Jones. Shout out to those 3 guys. Excellent black performers. Love these guys. I want to see more.
Whoa.
Yeah, a trio of 3 great black men.
Yeah, they still lost.
It's whatever. Riho defeats Trisha Adora in 2 minutes 15 seconds, and Wheeler Yuta with Chuck Taylor and Chris Statlander defeats Serpentico 5-15.
Come on, bro.
So that's where I'm gonna start at with. I forgot how much of a mark I am. I didn't realize how much of a mark I was till Serpentico came out. I hear his theme, I see him come out, I stand up, I start clapping for him for 2 seconds. I look around me, not a single person has moved at all.
Damn.
No one's clapping,
By
no
yourself.
one's booing, no one's cheering. The crowd's shoot dead. I'm the only guy clapping, so I just sit my ass right back down.
That's horrific.
It was terrible.
Well, you're not a mark. You're just a deadlock guy. That's all it is.
There's no other deadlock guy.
No, I was upset about that too. I even wore my fucking Budokan shirt and everything, and I didn't see any deadlock nights.
God, no dippers or diapers anywhere.
No diapers, no dippers, no diapers. It was terrible.
Was Luther there? Was Luther? with
Luther wasn't even
Serpentico?
there. It was awful.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, but I forgot to mention though, when we got in the arena, I got signed by Kip Sabian, so that's kind of cool.
What?
Yeah.
That,
Kip Sabian's still working like the everyday nigga gimmick, isn't he?
Yeah, like, so I see him sign this lady. He signs this picture for this lady. He sits back down. I walk over to him like 2 seconds later. It's like, hey, can I get your signature? He just falls on his fucking back.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah, so I go over and help him up, and he signs.
Said I got a sign for this nigga, bro.
Yeah, he signs the picture on my back. It was great.
Kip Sabian knows that this is not going past dark. That game, he's like,
He's never getting on TV.
hope he knows. Just want him to know.
I'm telling you, it's going on Dynamite.
The Kip Sabian, though.
But yeah, I met
No
a
hate to
wrestler.
Kip
It was
Sabian,
great.
though.
Love that guy.
You're not getting past Dark Elevation, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, brother.
But yeah,
Yeah, we'll see
You
you
start,
on NXT.
God, no.
you start pumping weights in the performance center, dude.
Oh, we'll talk about NXT now. We'll talk about
We'll
NXT.
talk about NXT. So yeah, I don't want to make this like a whole focus of like going through every single match, like fucking going down like, oh, this was a great spot and all that. So
Yeah.
You better not.
Dynamite opens up. It's hype as hell, cowboy shit. I legit forgot this feeling. I hadn't been to a show in like 7 years. The last big show I went to was the Raw.
It's the big show. It's
That's
right
the
there.
last big show he went to ever. When Big Show was there.
Yeah. The last Raw I went to was the one where Cena fucked over Rey Mysterio and won the WWE Championship. That was
Oh
the
my
last-
god! That's the one where Punk came from!
Yeah. I was there, bro.
CM Punk loves Virginia.
I tell you what, Bullen just knows where CM Punk is every single time.
I'm telling you, CM Punk shows up in Virginia, I'm there. Plain and simple.
Bro, you be tracking my man?
You already know.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so that was my last big wrestling show besides the house show, but that was kind of small. So yeah, I forgot it's a fucking great feeling, honestly. But wrestling crowds suck these days. They're just terrible.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just I don't know. Maybe I'm just I don't even want to say I'm an old head. I'm turning 20 next month. I'm not that fucking old. But like
So old.
I feel an insurmountable amount of rage at seeing people having their cell phones out and like in the middle of like a fucking Bryan Danielson match, Like
Yeah.
I understand, like, a whole show might not be interesting to everyone, right? There's
Right.
parts, there's intermissions in between, which I'll also talk about. There's, waiting for shit to come back from commercial. But like seeing people like not even just on camera like hard cam fucking on their phone when fucking Bryan Danielson's jumping off the ropes, but seeing people around me, like I get it. My dad's like fucking 42, 43. He's not super into wrestling, but like, I don't know, it's kind of annoying to see him on his phone for like half the show. But
Yeah, that would be rough, actually.
yeah, the crowds were trying to go into business for themselves like so many times. There was one dude I think I joined the call during one of his during one time when he tried to start a chant, but like he was screaming at the top of his fucking lungs, like
Super Dragon.
Oh my god, yeah, when I went to Dynamite in Houston, there was a guy sitting next to me who the whole time was trying to start chants like
there was a guy
"Fuck
like
you, Page, clap, clap, clap. Like that was the Ethan Page, or like he's had one that was like suck my dick, and then that's when he started to quiet down. He literally went suck my dick, and no one went along with him, and his girlfriend looked really.
He knew Adam
embarrassed.
Cole was coming. He knew Adam Cole was coming.
Oh wait, am I supposed to be quiet now?
Yeah, you're done.
You're done.
Oh.
You're off the pod.
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah. We paid you for one segment, son.
Yeah, we paid you
You're
one segment only.
Wait, I'm getting paid?
Not anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
Breached the contract.
That's
So
right,
yeah,
man.
this one dude, he was like, you know when Kurt Angle peaked the mic during the Olympic Slam thing? He was screaming like that fucking loud, and there was one chant. He eventually got it. Don't get me wrong. He still got it, so whatever. But like he chanted for 30 seconds straight until one other person even started it. He just was screaming at the top of his lungs.
What chant was it?
I can't remember. I think it was either near the end of Dynamite or the start of Rampage. But he was like chanting some wrestler's name, I think, and then eventually people were doing it. But he legit he sat on that chant for like 30 seconds until someone
Dead house it. Dead house it.
Cena.
Yes.
CM Punk. CM Punk.
But you know,
Bro, you just found CM Punk.
I mean, what else? What else? There was some other shit I want to complain about the crowd. Fucking, I don't know. Yeah. Other than that, it was a fun experience. It's nice being in a crowd for fucking goddamn. I think about it. I went to two events in not two wrestling events, but I went to two events in November. I went to that fucking convention and I went to the show, so that was good to get out in the world again.
Want to talk about Gun Club?
Man, I don't know if I want to talk about Gun Club, man.
Good. Let's move. Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
Let's have the elephant.
Anyway, AEW TNT title match. This was the main event. This was a hot show. Oh yeah, I forgot. I remember what I want to talk about. Between the like during commercial breaks and shit, you know, the wrestlers would get on the mic and say like funny ass shit. Like Bryan Danielson was bitching fucking what's his name on the mic as soon as they went to commercial the first time. Justin Roberts, I love this guy. This guy is at the top of his fucking life. This guy is enjoying it. I'm telling you. Asking the crowd all these questions and shit, fucking get everybody hyped up. Like,
do you guys like Dynamite?
This is one part where he was asking people where they're from. He's like, anybody from Tennessee, California, North Carolina? And like the whole crowd popped. It was great.
Everybody's from North Carolina? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, there was some guy next to me that was from California. I was like, well, why would you come out to, like...
Now, wait, hold on now. Did Tony Khan do the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tony Khan came out a couple times. It was great. There was like 2 or 3 different times, like right before they came back from commercial, he just ran out, just pumped his fucking fist up in the air, and just left like in 5 seconds. It was great. Like, yeah,
Gotta get that TK pop.
It's like Dynamite. Maybe it's because I don't remember it very well. It was like fucking 8-9 years ago. But like the night and day between that Raw I went to, where like, you know, they go to commercial, nothing happens, versus Dynamite where the atmosphere is there the entire time. It's great. I loved it.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could go to an AEW show, but you know, nobody gives a shit about Arkansas.
That's true.
I had an opportunity to, but I had to wrestle that night, so I couldn't. So there's that. There's
Who you wrestle for?
the Fed, brother. Come on now, house shows, brother.
Trying out, bro. Day one's on the way.
Yeah, day one's on the. Yeah, I'm saying day one's all the way. So I gotta try out before I go, man.
You won't see it coming.
Yeah, they won't see it. They won't see it coming, brother. They won't see it coming, brother.
So yeah, the main event, the main event of Dynamite was Sammy Guevara facing Jay Lethal for the TNT Championship. As we stated before, he debuted, or at least showed up on Full Gear, and this was his debut match. Really good showing. Crowd was super into it, which is actually, I can't say surprising, because like I figured a lot of people at at a Dynamite show would probably be into, like, old TNA and shit like that and all that extra shit.
Like Sammy Guevara.
Oh yeah, they love Sammy too.
Shammy. So real
Maybe it
quick,
was
shout out to the Big Man Jim Ross. He's coming out the 29th. He already said it himself.
Maybe it's because, like, I'm used to being in VC, so, like, sometimes we'll talk over, just be yelling over shit, but I never realized how much of a booty popper theme Sammy Guevara has. It's great.
Sammy's got a great theme, yeah. You got a great theme.
There's so many booty popping themes at AEW. I love it. Like, it's totally different in the arena, too. Like, I forgot, like, I mean, it seems obvious, but, like, the TV just doesn't cover it. Like, your whole body shaking, people just slamming each other on the ring. You can feel it up in the rafters. It's crazy.
Bro, having an orgasm, listening to the theme songs.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, Sammy Guevara wins. He says, "This is my guy, Jay Lethal. I grew up watching you, and now I kicked your ass," or something like that.
Damn.
It's whatever.
So you're a piece of shit, bitch.
Jericho comes out with the Pinnacle, Inner Circle. I don't even care who they are anymore.
Did they cue Judas?
Okay, we'll get to that. So Jericho comes out. So Jericho comes out with the Inner Circle. They're celebrating with Sammy. Go back up to the ramp. Jericho's like, "Hey, pretend I did just come out, okay? We're gonna act like I wasn't out here. I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna pop when my music hits." That's basically what he says.
Wow.
That's not exactly it, but that's basically what he was saying.
Wow.
We need to pop huge for this dude. We gotta record for the AEW game.
Said you fuckers are gonna sing Judas or I'm never coming back.
Actually, funnily enough,
now I'm coming back to the Painmaker.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh Jesus!
Paymaker?
I'm bringing
Paymaker next time.
Get in the back, dude. You better start singing.
Because of Paymaker.
Now, Bullen. Now, since we know that Judas did play,
Hold on. I wanted to, because Gooch brought up something that I want to bring up later about recording for the game. I think they actually were recording something for the game because Tony Khan, I can't remember if this was before or after Rampage, but Tony Khan comes out. He says, "Hey, we want to record something. I want y'all to give the biggest pop of your life when they do the hug," because like Orange Cassidy and his boys came out. They did the thing. The crowd was lit. I think that might have been like the peak of the night. It was great.
Well, how crazy is it gonna be? So when their victory scene motion as a trio is gonna be them hugging and then a pop, you're gonna play that game. You're gonna realize that you were a part of that pop.
Man, it's crazy.
It's gonna be crazy when they turn heel and then it just has to go to a resounding boos.
We're definitely not. All right, we're definitely not recording for the game. We're not recording for the game. I just want everybody to pop super loud.
Yeah, like they legit just brought out Orange Cassidy and the others, and like they're like, "Okay, we want y'all to be as loud as you can when they do the thing." So I was like, "Yeah, they're definitely recording for either the game or something else, maybe a promo package." I don't know.
They're recording for Elite GM mode. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So Jericho, he after they do all the mat changes and all that, Jericho comes out. All these marks in the arena stand up on their feet, get their phones out to record.
Did you do it? Yes or no? You know what I'm about to ask. Did you do it? Yes or no?
I did not want to see Judas. One of our friends, our guest host, got COVID because they sang Judas.
Yes, that is
true.
Probably not the shoot reason, but that is
The reason.
Funnily enough,
that is the kayfabe reason that we carry in the server is that Nat got COVID from singing Judas.
she was honestly supposed to be the first person on this pod to talk about their experience at AEW, but she was sick after going there, so we couldn't record that.
Got COVID. Sorry.
Yeah,
Got COVID.
anyways, yeah, she's saying COVID in my lungs, so she couldn't be on the pod. So I joined the call like at some point because I wanted the boys to hear shit going on Rampage, but I didn't want them I didn't want to spoil shit, so I just joined and left when stuff was going on.
Yeah.
So I pull out my phone, I start recording it. I don't know if everyone saw it or not. I'm sure at least one or two other people saw it, but
saw a couple of the gimmick,
yeah,
a little bit of it.
Judas is playing.
In my mind,
it gets to the
Booty
chorus,
popping Judas?
and I say, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop the boys. I'm gonna give in.
No.
I gave it to the peer pressure, and during the chorus, I said, I'm becoming.
This is tragic news.
Judas
Yes, sir.
Judas in.
Well, guys, now you know the shoot reason why we didn't record because Bullet got COVID. Sorry, y'all.
Actually, hold on. I'm trying to remember. No. Actually, no. I didn't get sick after the show. I got sick like 2 days after I left the convention, but it didn't end up being COVID. I just had like a cold. But
he got a cold.
Yeah, no. I was spared. I was spared.
Can't believe you got the Yovid.
See, now it's saying more than just the chorus. I just sang the chorus. That's it. That's the big difference.
That's fair.
She also took down her mask just for that part. I was not gonna do that.
That's true. That is true.
So, yeah.
That is just dumb. That's right. That's true.
Waxed and vaxxed and masked up, baby.
So the last thing I want to talk about, Rampage, fucking.
Nice.
That's a show I've been waiting on.
Yeah, it's a show I was waiting on too. Actually, weirdly enough. Okay, so before I get on with this, I just want to say the guy that was next to me, he left after this match. This was the match he wanted to see on Rampage.
Wow.
He did not care about Jade Cargill. He did not care about Jurassic Express or Adam Cole and Bobby Fish.
What a fucking piece of shit.
He wanted to see Darby Allin and Billy Gunn.
Oh, that is the match I've been waiting on.
Now
the
this
show
match, it genuinely. Okay, first off, it was great to see Billy.
Really grinds my gears.
Grinds my gears. Great match. Billy Gunn early in the match, it popped me huge because 20 seconds of the match, he's got Darby on the ground, and everyone's chanting "Mr. Ass, Mr. Ass," and then he's looking around, and then he just kind of lifts up the fucking tights just a little, and everyone fucking pops for it. It's great.
We're going down to the Gun Club. Maybe never, but we're going to go into it though.
So the match goes on. I was loving it, honestly. I was loving it. I was the only one. I was like one of 3 people in my area of the crowd cheering on Billy Gunn because these fucking people don't know a damn thing about Billy Gunn. There was an old dude behind me that was like,
you don't know a damn thing about the damn thing.
There's an old dude behind me, like 30 years old or something, who was complaining the whole fucking night and all that shit. He was talking about like, oh, how does Billy Gunn look like that? And I think his friend was like, oh, do you think he does steroids? Like, oh, nah. Like a guy just can't get built later on in life. If you ever take care of yourself later on in life, you just take steroids apparently. But yeah, no, he's kicking ass this entire match. And then
I was 58 years old, man.
Darby Allin somehow hits a coffin drop. I can't remember the lead up, but he hits a coffin drop. Okay. He goes for the pin. Kick out at 0. And I was so hyped for this. Billy Gunn became my favorite wrestler in the world at that moment. So Darby gets up. Billy Gunn.
He said your move sucks.
Darby Allin goes up to the other corner. Billy Gunn starts crawling, but then he's too tired, I guess, so he falls back on his back. Darby Allin, it's a second coffin drop. Now, the first coffin drop got a 0. So, what do you think the second coffin drop got? 10 seconds later.
A 1.
Ding, ding, ding. 3.
Damn.
If I wasn't in that arena with all those people, I would have fucking lost it, man. I was coping so crazy. I was coping hella hard.
Are you telling me? Actually, I kind of like that more because are you telling me that they buried Darby Allin's finish just to bury Darby Allin's finish?
I guess I don't know. I don't get why they did that. He does the coffin drop. He kicks out at 0. Literally 10 seconds later,
I do the coffin drop.
another coffin drop is what it. Like, imagine if Roman Reigns did a spear to, like, John Cena 10 minutes into a match. Cena kicks out at 10. Another spear, and that's a 3. Like, 10 seconds later.
The match is over. The match been over.
Terrible. I was coping hella hard.
Enough, yeah, I need 10.
Dude next to me got up after that match. He left. He didn't want to see Jade Cargill or nothing. He was there for Darby Allin, I guess. I don't know. That was my experience. I mean, the rest of the card was great. Don't get me wrong. Love that Jurassic Express match. But yeah, that was my experience at my first wrestling show in like 6-7 years. Got to see CM Punk on Dynamite. It was all timer. Loved it.
Yeah, well, you know what show that CM Punk should have came back at?
No.
CM Punk should have came back in the Performance Center at NXT. Speaking of NXT,
Jumbo says he has something to say. What do you got to say, little man? What do you got to say?
what the fuck?
What the hell?
This was probably the greatest NXT pay-per-view of all time.
I agree.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let me paint a picture.
This is the show we've been waiting on right here.
live at the Performance Center. The true show that everybody's been waiting on. NXT Wargames 2021.
You know what, Goose? Hey, yo, Goose, you can sit this one, but it's all.
I can sit this one out.
Yeah, this
Nah,
all.
You want to sit this out? No, you got to talk about this.
No.
Goose wasn't here.
Like, he still got to talk about it. I don't care. He still got to talk about it.
I
You watched
wasn't
it. You
here.
watched
How
it
am I
like
gonna talk
after the show
about
was
it?
over.
He
Now,
just
he-
wasn't here.
He was here for the last few minutes, and then he watched the show right back after it was over.
Now, let me paint a picture for people who did not watch the show. Now, think of it, your average local thrift store. That's probably how big the NXT 2.0 arena is. It was cramped as fuck. It was cramped as fuck. Literally, the fans, there was like 2 inches in between the barricade and the fucking kid. Not gonna lie. And then the fucking, like, the whole arena was fucking weird. They had barbed wire. Like, they did not know what to do with the fucking design. It was just paint everywhere. Fucking flames.
Nigga said, "Let me just push
Camouflage.
here."
Well, to
And
open the
then
show,
we gotta talk about the women's
Okay.
war game.
to open the show, there was the women's war games match between Toxic Attraction and Dakota Kai taking on the team of Io Shirai,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaylee
Shirai.
Ray, Raquel
Raquel
Gonzalez,
and Cora Jade.
and Cora Jade.
Cora Jade.
Yes, sir.
Who started this match, Snoop?
It was
Uh,
Kai and Kaylee Ray. They started out the match, and then
wait a minute, Snoop.
they set up a spot. They started brawling and fighting. Then and then I think Dakota Kai, she set up a spot with kendo sticks. Now
Try to be DC, don't be so bad.
she sets it up on the ropes, which is already a bad idea. Like between the two reasons, already a bad idea. I'm thinking, okay, suplex, powerbomb, cool. She goes for a slingshot under the damn candlestick.
No, bro, it gets even worse. Then Dakota Kai takes a gourd buster on the fucking kendo sticks because they set it back up.
Ooh, ooh.
It was the shittiest gourd buster.
Literally, you could
messed up
tell.
one fucking game.
You could tell it was gonna go to shit the second she first tried to put up the kendo sticks. 2 of them fucking fell off the ropes.
Well,
This was certainly not the worst spot of the night or the match.
well, Dakota Kai, you know, is getting her ass whooped, but coming the next member,
Gigi
actually
Dolan.
very over with the crowd. Gigi Dolan. walks
Look at the tongue,
down,
look at the tongue, look at the tongue, look at the tongue.
walks down the stairs, and she grabs all these weapons. She's got like trash cans. She's got all this, and she brings out
A minute.
a black bag.
No, wait,
back-
you're skipping. You're doing my gimmick.
Damn.
Because remember, Kaylee or Team Raquel had the advantage, so the third person to come out was Cora Jade.
No way,
No.
really?
You know what?
Yes.
Can I say something about Cora Jade's entrance? Can I say something about Cora Jade's entrance? She tried to be Darby Allin. She tried to ride in on the skateboard, and it fell off, and tried to play it off, and then went into the fucking cage.
Yeah, so yeah, the damn gimmick was Team Raquel had the advantage, even though they are the faces of this match. I don't know why.
Oh, because this was a match for Beef. He was like, I don't see why the faces have the advantage gimmick. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Cora Jade comes out, and this is not going to be the last time I will talk
Cora
about.
Jade did a lot of nothing from her spot.
No, hell the fuck no. So here goes Gigi Dolan. She got what did she get? Trash cans.
Gigi Dolan gets trash cans and a black bag. The crowd pops for the bag. Gigi Dolan holds up the bag like there's gonna be something involved. There's gonna be something
I
important.
thought it was gonna be like the Andrade bag. She had
As she throws the bag into the ring, the bag never makes another appearance in the match.
fucking can, bro.
Actually, no, I think it does.
Never.
Someone throws it out of the way. That's it. Someone moves it out of the
bro,
way.
It literally sits up against the cage, under the bottom rope the whole fucking match. I was just waiting for, like, pull out a knife or a fucking gun or some shit, a fork, a light tube.
Simply put, if you were so excited to see what's in the black bag, you just ain't gonna never know what's in the black bag ever. You just ain't gonna know.
Yeah, then let's see. So they were fighting, they're brawling, but here comes Io Shirai, and we just started yelling "Rampage, baby!" This is what I've been waiting for.
Because
And
Io
then-
Shirai is the most over person in this match for us.
Oh,
so
for
this is why.
sure. So she's like brings like a shit ton of weapons in, and
Yeah.
she's going on. She hits the fucking Andrade, and he's in the corner with the trash can lid, and then Dakota Kai cuts her ass off real quick. Bicycle kick to the face.
Jumped her shit. She was getting her ass whooped. Now, remember this. Team Raquel had the advantage, and yet Toxic Attraction was still whipping on that ass.
Yeah, it was a 2-on-3 advantage for the baby faces, and Dakota Kai and Gigi Dolan ran the ring the entire time.
It was horrible until their partner, which I still don't know who this is, JC Jane?
JC Jane, the Wikipedia
JC
says.
Jane.
She's so, I guess her gimmick, she's so wacky and kooky and crazy. I guess.
Yeah.
She pulls out tables.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God. You know what? Who wants to explain this? Who wants to explain this?
I'm going to, because I've been waiting to explain it all night. So they said, I think it was JC Jane on. No, was it J? I forgot who sat up on the table.
Wait a
was
minute.
a-
She had the fucking. She had the badge. That's her gimmick. She has the badge. She's Stinger, but also she's from fucking Englandville or whatever the fuck.
Oh, Bruvland? All right. Well,
Yeah, Brevland.
well, I think it was like, it was either GG or somebody. I forgot.
I think it was JC Jane, yeah.
It was JC.
JC Jane gets set up on the table. Io and fucking who? Kaylee Ray was setting it up. We're thinking, okay, Io Shirai moonsault off through the table off the top of the cage. Sick, right? Cora Jade goes on the top.
No. So originally she was gonna jump on the top rope, but Io Shirai said, "Go higher, and then she was like, "Oh, I don't know, guys." And then she went up to the top. She said, "They gave her the bird's eye camera." Fucking fish lens from like
This
the
part-
top of the ceiling.
We were hoping she was gonna hit the moonsault. We thought she was gonna go Kurt Angle style.
Let me tell you something.
Body.
I would have accepted a splash after what I saw. She goes for the most scuffed swanton I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, she had shoulder first on the fucking mat. Shoulder first, bro. Like,
Goes. She wins for the Swanton, of course. If you're thinking of a Swanton, you're of course thinking of like the Jeff Hardy Swanton, laying on your back and shit.
Nah.
Cora Jade, like a bullet, darts shoulder first through JC Jane in this table.
Barely gets the rotation. Barely. Just barely gets the rotation.
And then she's just like, oh, my shoulder.
arm.
My shoulder.
And this is the
And
part
then-
where Nat thought she was shoot injured for some reason.
Yeah, that got worked, by the way.
That got
Like,
hella
oh, yeah,
worked.
she's fucked. Oh, yeah, they're opening the cage. Oh, yeah, here comes the doctors. And it's just... Io Shirai. Io Shirai said, you got to get right.
She said, "You gotta get up, bro. You gotta get up."
Really good.
You're good.
We got one more spot.
Io
And
Shirai pops that shoulder back into place. Cora Jade just sits. She just sits out. She just sits in the cage.
Yeah, like fast. Mandy Rose comes out.
Until the end.
Mandy Rose comes out. They do the thing, right? They do the thing where the heels are on one side, the faces are on the other, and they all got weapons. Cora Jade's bitch ass is sitting on the bottom rope. She's crying and shit. She's crying and shit.
She's legit.
Like they're doing the
sitting there.
thing, bro. Like, come on, this is the Wargames thing, and she's just sitting down crying about her shoulder.
You gotta get up. You gotta get up.
Like, you telling her to get up, but she's like, nah. And then Dakota Kai tries to do like a springboard, but then Raquel Gonzalez like hits her midair with the fucking kendo, and they just start brawling. And then there's a part where I thought they were gonna do the super click thing. One of them was in a fucking, like a camel clutch, and then another person was running off the ropes like 17 times.
Oh
and then they like stopped that shit. And I thought they were gonna-
Real quickly, though, I think before that, there was a spot where Raquel Gonzalez stuffed Dakota Kai into a trash can.
Yes, I
And
forgot.
swung her
Yes.
around in the trash can, hitting other members of the team.
And shit, that was great.
Like, that was one of the few actually, oh my god, good moments of this match, because I ain't gonna lie to you, this match fucking stinks. This match was just
It was all right.
It was cool.
It
but
was
goddamn,
watchable. That's it.
so many botches. So
Yeah.
many.
I don't know if there's, unless I'm forgetting something, I don't know if there's anything worth mentioning other than the finish, which was Raquel did her powerbomb gimmick, and as everybody's down, the only person to take advantage
was
fucking injured Cora Jade crawls up, pins JC Jane. This is like 30 seconds after the powerbomb. 1, 2, 3.
Now you're forgetting a moment. You're forgetting a moment. Team Toxic Attraction whooped on Team Raquel, and then Cora Jade was the only one left, and she had one kendo stick, one chance, and she whooped everybody's ass with the kendo stick, and then they jumped her. They took her leg out. And then she's like, no, my shoulder, please. And then Mandy Rose stomped on it for a couple seconds. And then they lifted her up for Mandy to do her own fucking shitty ass V trigger. And she whiffed it and hit like.
She always whiffs it. She never has ever hit that knee once. And they make it so obvious that she misses all the time. And then they have to sell it anyways, and it's just the worst.
Oh yeah, Jade kicked it at like 2. She kicked it at like 1.
No, we're forgetting something. So somebody goes for a trash can shot onto Gigi Dolan. You can explicitly tell that Gigi Dolan's hands were up.
My hands.
Oh, my hands. I've never, like, usually they can hide it. And you could tell, but they usually nigga. They put it all on the screen. They say you gonna know.
Any fucking unprotected shots from the fucking trash can? Are you kidding me? I hate WWE.
Wow.
I hate the Fed. I hate NXT.
Cora Jade and company win. They celebrate. They move on. We move to the next match, which is Imperium versus
versus AEW superstar Kyle O'Reilly.
So hold on now. Soon to be WrestleMania main eventer, the guy who's gonna knock off the head of the table, Big Von Wagner, and yes, future AEW superstar Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Former NXT superstar Kyle O'Reilly was in there, and this match wasn't that bad.
It was actually a really good match.
Exactly.
The match really picked up when, of course, Von Wagner got the hot tag. Of course, that was the hottest spot of the match.
Let's talk about that real quick, actually. Let's talk about how dead this crowd was when that fucking tag went off. He tags in Wagner. Not a sound from the fucking crowd. This dude starts kicking their ass. Everyone just sitting there. It's beautiful.
I don't want to skip ahead here, but we see his side profile, and this dude is built like an actual fucking caveman. What the fuck? Like, there's a big ass slant for like his eyebrows and his big ass forehead, bro. This dude is actually built like a caveman.
They have a good match. There's a ton of spots in the match where I genuinely bit on Kyle and Vaughn actually taking the belts.
Man.
Oh yeah, they did the triangle hold.
All in all, I think it was Marcel Bartel. No, Fabian Eichner gets out of the triangle choke that he was in, gets him up into a powerbomb position. Imperium hits their tag finish and win the match there.
And then
Jesus God!
This ending is all.
They give Kyle a thank you, Kyle chant because Kyle's on his way out. Von Wagner, though, in the back, as he's clapping, he gets angry and he starts getting angry and doing all that. And he goes for a clothesline, and Kyle
says,
dunks, hits accent smash, throws up the undisputed era sign, says, "This is a brotherhood."
Suck my dick.
He said, "Hey, cold fish are coming.
Kyle O'Reilly drew out AEW
on Wednesday night.
Now, before we can continue, there's gotta be 5 all-time NXT 2.0 moments ever.
By the way, he's gonna have his last match on Tuesday, I believe.
Yep.
It'll be a steel.
Yeah, they're gonna work a steel cage match on Tuesday, which is also because both Kyle O'Reilly and, of course, we'll get to him in a sec, but Johnny Gargano's contract both ends on December 10th. Tuesday is officially and technically the last time that both men will be on the WWE programming while still under contract.
Yeah.
So after Tuesday,
have his fucking his farewell speech on Tuesday as well.
Yeah, so after Tuesday, it's officially Friday, December 10th is when their contract ends, and God damn it, that's just perfect timing because the Wednesday after, motherfuckers, winter is coming. So
it's crazy. You know, so crazy, Jody. The next time O'Reilly and Gargano are going to be on a Tuesday show is going to be on the AEW channel for Dark.
Dark.
And we go to our next match. Hair versus hair match.
I didn't even forget something, Jordan. Jordan. Charlotte Flair.
Oh my God, we do have to talk about that.
Oh my God,
on the pre-show. On the pre-show to this show. Actually, Bully, you were here for it. Bully, you want to take?
Man, we're just chilling here,
Bully, you go ahead and break it down.
minding our own damn business, and then we start getting a Charlotte Flair ball-sucking promo package where they're just showing.
Charlotte Flair is one of the greatest women's competitors.
They're showing her off. They're showing her holding the championship, all her entrances and shit. And nobody is excited for this. Nobody wanted this.
All this build up and for what, Bullet? For what?
I don't fucking know. Build up for her to
like a Charlotte
even go to AEW. I don't know.
They build it up like it's gonna be like a Charlotte documentary or something. There's gonna be a Charlotte movie, and at the very end of the promo package,
this week,
Charlotte Flair.
This week,
SmackDown this Friday.
So we are going straight to Rampage this Friday.
And then they also can we talk about the WWE credit card that they show
No, we're done talking about this. We're done talking about this.
They do another one of those promo packages, but they do a very good one at the end of the show because they do one for the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, and LPR over Reigns.
5-time main eventer WrestleMania.
I don't get the gimmick of those promo packages, but man, that Charlotte promo package was
Genuinely.
all time. It was something different. It was different.
Okay, now we got the hair versus hair match. Cameron Grimes versus Duke Harrison.
Cameron Grimes won. That's all I really got for this
That's it. It was a watchable match.
He's winning.
Good.
he beat Duke Hudson in a fucking poker thing, and then he cut his beard and hair.
To the backstory now. We just go.
We do not
flashback.
care.
Now let's go to Diamond Mine.
Yeah, the
Diamond
hair
Mine.
was his hair.
Story behind
Like
this
Duke
whole
Hudson got
run.
shaved. Yep, shaved head, Roddy.
Shaved
Now-
head, bro.
Now,
Diamond
before we knew that he signed a contract earlier this year, we were saying that nigga should lose. Go with O'Reilly and Gargano. Forward the speed era back. We going back with it. But simply no, he has decided he had a contract signing.
Yeah, so pretty much Joe Gacy, his gimmick is that cultural appropriation and shit. There should be no boundaries, and his fat ass is not 205 pounds. So he's like,
no limits.
Yeah.
Nigga lost next to
It's
me.
like,
He said to Samoa Joe.
He challenges Roderick Strong to a match. He said, I want that title, bruh, and you're a bitch if you say no. So Roderick Strong says, and I quote, "My next money match is with Joe Gacy, so I could beat this dork." And then
Did he say dork for real?
he did say dork if you watch the promo package. And
Shit,
Joe
I was
Gacy
going to do
also
that.
has his boyfriend, Mikael Myers, who, for context, was Michael Myers on the Halloween show.
No, he was not Michael Myers. He was a tall white man in a blue boiler suit.
Yes,
Michael Myers.
Mikael Myers' gimmick is that he was let out of prison, and Joe Gacy is trying to turn him from his villainous ways. And that'll come into later. So Diamond Mine comes out. They're all dripped out. They got the fucking tracksuits and shit. They got the flag. They got the chains and shit. And, Roderick Strong going off. He's, like, rubbing his head. He's taking his jacket off. Joe Gacy comes out. He does the weird smile gimmick. Bell rings, and Roderick Strong throws his jacket at Joe Gacy's face, blinds him, hits the knee, and then, they work. He works the back. And then Joe Gacy, he's getting chopped. And by the way, he's wearing a black button-up shirt. Roderick Strong gets pissed off and rips that fucking shirt out, takes his tits out, just starts smacking him. And then, after that, he throws Roderick Strong outside, goes for a springboard dive, but Roderick Strong moves out of the way, and he hits. And then, on the outside of the ring, Mikael is there, and he's about to choke slam Ivy Nile on the apron, but Joe Gacy is distracted.
That's the first time I've heard her name, actually.
Ivy Nile. You don't know? She's in the Rock show, brother. She was in the Rock show. I don't know what you beat. And
What did you just say to me? What
Ivy
did you just say?
choke slammed on the apron, but Joe Gacy was trying to calm down Mikael, and he was distracted that he almost got counted out, and then Roderick Strong hit the jumping knee gimmick. He fell into the end of a heartache, and he fucking lost, and then Diamond Mine went off in the ring. Malcolm Bivens started laughing and shit. Co-party.
Well,
And then Mikael carried him out of the ring and shit.
Well. Now it's time for the main event.
Yeah,
For the
sure.
main
We go.
yes, sure.
We gonna talk about this.
So, like the week, maybe like the Thursday before Wargames.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano, good old Johnny Gargano, sent out a tweet.
You talking real good.
The tweet, if I remember correctly, what did the tweet say, Snoop?
It had a Rebel Heart lyric, pretty much. Heart lyric. Now, I didn't know about this tweet until Jordan shows me this tweet. He goes on to redirect this for the past 4 or 5 days now.
Oh yeah, he tweets out. Johnny Gargano tweets out, "Be yourself, can't be no one else."
Yeah, we've been trolling him with Johnny Gargano.
And
it's been great.
That
we gonna get to that. We gonna get to
that gives your boy some PTSD because Johnny Gargano when he came out to this fuck ass song would always have matches that are longer than 35 to 45 minutes.
He did not disappoint.
I am on the record all the time by saying that if a match goes over 30 minutes, I will usually have no real interest in it.
Me too.
So
Okay.
there was nothing more frustrating than this nigga in every fucking match, especially with that fucker Adam Cole, who he's gonna see on Fridays now. God damn it.
TNT Championship.
For the TNT
Yes,
Championship one day.
Championship.
It was nothing more
Rumble.
aggravating than that
Rampage.
nigga hitting Panama Sunrises and last rides, or not fucking last rides and last shots, and fucking
Right.
fucking 1, 2, and goddamn Superman, who weighs 165 pounds, fucking kicks out at 2.
Bro, the crowd is behind him. Why are you
And it was
hating?
only when he had this fucking song, but it was a real nice moment. Tommaso Ciampa said like earlier on in the night that win or lose, it's not about the black and gold moment. It was Johnny Gargano's moment. It was Johnny Gargano's moment, except for when 2.0 beat that ass. But we gonna get to that in a second.
Yeah. So
Oh,
2.0.
First off, well, I would like to point something out. We were all rooted for this, so you know how the war games goes. You know, there's a siren. You know, beep, when it goes down. And Braun Breaker needs to come out during the sirens, and my nigga Braun Breaker came out during the sirens. I was like,
so cool. He's so cool.
He's so fucking dope.
This nigga, bro. Ah, damn, I love that motherfucker. He got the
So-
Brock Lesnar bounce, Kurt Angle straps down, and he's a Steiner.
Yeah, it goes Breaker, then Grayson Waller, who the consensus all said we don't care for this.
Yeah, that's Beefy's guy. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, Beefy's guy. Shout out Beefy. But it was Grayson Waller came out next. Then it was the motherfucker. It was Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo came out, and then Carmelo Hayes, who I actually really like. I like him and his guy Trick Williams, because you know when Melo shoots, he don't miss and shit like that.
Now, real quick, when he came out, I saw the armband. I swear to God, I said WAP for a second. I was like, why is this nigga talking about wet ass pussy on his
Oh my God.
on his armband. It said war.
I thought it was WAP too. I was looking at it. I was like, wait, what?
For a quick second, I thought it said WAP. I was like, oh my God.
So
Bring up
out comes then the NXT champion, Tomato Cheddar. He comes out.
Yep.
Kind of
And
not gonna say recycled. Not gonna say recycled Kratos gear from Halloween Heaven, but I hate Halloween Havoc, not Halloween Heaven. Fucking he comes out. He comes out to that, and he comes out with that, and then out comes next was Pete Dunne.
now,
Then
Jordan,
it was LA Knight, and
now, real quick, Jordan, what enters my entrance is getting scared. He's getting scared.
He's getting really scared. This dude is like breathing hard and shit.
He's thinking, okay, Gargano's gonna be like the second or third, so you want to come out the Rebel Heart.
He thinks he's coming out the Gargano way team.
There was after LA Knight came out, there was a slight pause. So I was like, they know what we want.
they pause. They do a pause after LA Knight. Fucking claps. Fucking music.
Yes, sir.
Fucking be yourself. Can't be no one else.
This Rebel Heart.
Fucking one last look at fuck ass Johnny Wrestling and all the takeover gears. He had a combination of like every takeover gear, all my fucking trauma, all of it in one gear.
I've never felt so
gear, the Venom gear, the Wolverine, the Iron Man, the Thor, all of it.
He comes out and
milking the entrance too, so we had to hear Rebel Heart for a little bit longer.
It was a real nice moment, actually. I mean, for being honest, it was a very nice moment. Bias aside towards how long this fucker's matches were, it was a very nice moment. Tommaso Ciampa, he did a little Christian thing where his peeps at and all that. Tommaso Ciampa did it with him. Tommaso Ciampa saluted Johnny Gargano and all that. Then the match started.
Really?
And they worked.
Really?
And it was Johnny Gargano, and they worked.
If you were to look up a wrestler swan song, this might be the match for you. They hit all the Gargano spots. Every
Gargano spot.
Except for one. Except for the kick out. He did not kick out.
He He did not kick out actually as much as usual.
But he
So
still
there's
lost,
that.
like Johnny Gargano
But
does.
yeah, Mello and Mello and Gargano worked for a while. Then I believe who came out next was Grayson Waller. They gang up on.
Grayson Waller busts Johnny Gargano open with like a spinning heel kick.
Yeah, Gargano does
was
bleed,
really bad,
which was crazy. Gargano bleeds, which is kind of crazy. And then they do the typical spots. They're just jumping on Gargano. Gargano fights back because he's Superman and it's Takeover, so he has to be Superman. Fucking his legs are hot dogs, but he's got to fight back.
Last Takeover, bruh. Come on,
Last Takeover. Comes out next is Pete Dunne, and don't know why it took till his last show, but man, Pete Dunne and Johnny Gargano, pretty good tag team.
Yes, they are. They did the spot where Pete Dunne hit the crossface, and Gargano did the Gargano escape, and they started kicking their
kicked each other's opponents. It was fucking wild. Mid-hole, they were kicking them in the fucking face.
Gargano, for real, Gargano just looked like he was just trying to do everything he wanted to do out there.
Yeah, they did like the joint manipulation. They did the joint manipulation spots together, and it was cool. And out came the motherfucker. Out came the motherfucker.
Gabagooey.
Tony D'Angelo comes in. I think Tony D'Angelo was the one that introduced weapons to the match, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Wait a minute, no, you're wrong, because fucking what's his name? What was his name?
I think Pete brought in something.
No. Fucking what's his name? Carmelo Hayes, his friend. You're forgetting about one other spot too.
Trick Williams did almost kill Grayson Waller with a chair when he threw it over the top. Dexter Loomis also came back when he was trying to grab more weapons, and Dexter Loomis came out from under the apron, chased off Trick Williams.
Legit. This match was about Gargano and nobody else. This Rebel Heart.
So,
they bring more weapons, bring more tables.
Yeah, more weapons, more tables. In comes LA Knight, and they lock the door.
Yeah, Tony D'Angelo pulls out a padlock and locks the door.
Yeah, they lock the door, so they're like, haha, stupid, you can't get in. Idiot. LA Knight says, I will simply climb, and he simply climbed.
He did a comeback spot. He went crazy. Actually, LA Knight did surprisingly good in this match.
LA Knight was pretty cool in this match, actually.
Now, real quick, was it before LA Knight came in or after when Grayson Waller went up top, hit an elbow?
That was when
he did it on LA Knight, so it was like
at the end of the match. That was at the end of the match, because before that, because that's why he was out. That's why no one could break up the pin at the end. Because
Johnny Gargano did a lot of. Johnny Gargano did a lot of laying down at this time, so you know what they were waiting on. They were waiting on Champ to get in so they could run all the DIY spots. In came Braun Breaker. The refs were trying to open the lock with bolt cutters. Man. Braun Breaker said, "Give me that."
He said, "Give me that."
Struggled to open the lock.
They legit gave him the Mark Henry treatment here. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but it felt like it.
Yeah.
He's still
open. Caused the man just cleaned house on everybody that was a part of the Black and Gold team. Looks great, bro. Can't wait for this guy to beat Ciampa for the belt.
Yeah, but then Tony D'Angelo pulls out a crowbar from like the side of the ring that he snuck in, and then he picks Pete Dunne up on the top and hits a swinging neck breaker. Takes out his fucking mouthpiece for some reason and puts it in his asshole. I don't know what was up with that.
That was kind of weird. In a pandemic, kind of weird. But in comes
he hits it.
In comes Mr. NXT with the weight belt, the NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa. He does a run in, and he tries to do like a little cleaning house spot, but he looks like, I don't know, something's about to happen to him with Carmelo Hayes, and as Carmelo Hayes is about to go hit Tommaso Ciampa, fucking Johnny Gargano with a crutch because symbolism.
Yes.
It's Carmelo Hayes in the
back. And then they had to do the Ciampa spot. He gets a garbage can, sits on it.
And then they do like,
they pop.
Ciampa did do the clapping for himself, patting himself on the back, and then Tampa and Gargano go full 2016 DIY mode on everybody.
Bro, they did
Now,
simultaneous like corner spots. If only they did the submission spot. If only they did the submission spot that they did with the revival.
Submission
They
spot would have been
said-
crazy, actually.
they said we pop it off for Gargano before you leave. We gotta do everything for this nigga. Now,
So-
then they did a little standoff gimmick, and Black and Gold stomped
It was
the
a-
fuck out of Tito.
It was a real
Oh,
cool
they-
standoff. It was like two members of 2.0 in both rings. And it was like Black and Gold all down in the center of the ring. And they did like a nice little camera shot of it. They like zoomed out.
Avengers type gimmick, bro.
Yeah, it was almost like an Avengers type gimmick. And then they just fought back and they got on that ass and they whooped that ass.
They
And then they finally did the War Games with 2.0 on one side and Black and Gold on the other side when the Black and Gold were like, we're not that old, guys. Come on. And then, can someone lead us out to the ending of the match?
Yeah, and then
because you're forgetting how they threw him over the top of the cage or the rope to the cage, stomped them niggas out, and then they did stand up, and then
Yep. They did the thing.
Then
well, to just get to the part that you were talking about, LA Knight somehow ends up on this table. Grayson Waller goes up top, and Grayson Waller's whole thing, he's got to be famous. So Grayson Waller goes up top, hits a pretty
Crazy
good-looking elbow, and this table explodes.
shatters into a million pieces on impact. It was like a shotgun.
Grayson Waller did not fuck up anything of his body during that elbow.
So Grayson Waller gets taken out, but at the same time, Braun Breaker's struggling because 2016 DIY are going crazy. They're running spots. Everybody's down.
They're doing
They do the meet you in the middle spot with the kick and the knee, and they double pin them. It looks like that they're gonna get the finish. Gargano's gonna go up on top. He's gonna go out on top. One, two. Carmelo Hayes pulls the referee out of the way.
Don't miss. He
don't miss. Rolls into the ring. Low blows Johnny Gargano, and then he's trying to get back up. I think Ciampa's trying to set up for a knee gimmick. He's trying to get back up to avoid it. And then fucking typical Johnny takeover fashion. He's got to make this bullshit all about him. Dramatic ass story. Grabs fucking Carmelo Hayes, says, I'm going to take the bullet for you. Knee to the back of the head. Gargano also dies on it. Then Ciampa goes for the fairy tale ending through the table in the corner. And Braun Breaker fucking nowhere, fucking gore through this goddamn table.
Pulls down the straps, does the military press, power slam. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker gets his justification for a rematch for the NXT title.
I also want to bring up the fact that Braun Breaker was getting bitched the entire match before this. He was getting absolutely stomped.
He got nothing, but I think that's probably why they did it like they did it. Because he got nothing, he should be the one to get the finish.
And then after the match, now let people know that Johnny Gargano cut a promo. And he was like, thank you all for being here during my entire NXT career, and I'm gonna miss you all. And then he leaves.
Well, he didn't. I mean, yeah, he said he's he's authentic, he's open and honest, and he's gonna explain everything this Tuesday live on the USA Network, NXT 7 Central, 8 Eastern, all that good shit.
I wanted to have a bingo, like a little bingo of Johnny Gargano traits in NXT takeover matches. You know what? If I was to have that, I feel like the whole board would be fucking popped. Fucking has Gargano gear, stupid ass Gargano finish with that dumbass losing because he's a dumbass. He's
a hero. He sacrificed himself. He's gonna die a hero before he sees himself become again.
Does the meet in the middle, does something with Ciampa, Dexter Lumis, all-time Gargano match just for that nigga to lose. So again, all-time Gargano match.
No,
that was Wargames.
I mean, I know I'm working the thing with fuck Rebel Heart, fuck all that shit, fuck Johnny Gargano, all that. But
Yep.
they did a real good job at making his fucking send off feel like it was supposed to feel, because it's like, damn, it was just kind of crazy when they did the meet me in the middle spot. It's just like, damn, that's the fucking last time that they're gonna fucking do that spot.
I think it almost got to me. For some reason, it almost got to me when he came out to Rebel Heart. He was just standing there. He was just looking at everybody.
Yeah, he just took it in. He just stood there. It was just like, damn.
He's gonna leave. Like,
it's Johnny's last takeover, which is fucking wild.
Like,
but
I get it. We get it. I don't watch NXT anymore. But fuck,
No.
when I was watching NXT, fucking Gargano was like one of the main reasons why I watched it.
I mean, even like, of course, I give him all the props in the world. Him and Ciampa, easily one of the best rivalries in the business in the past, maybe I'd say decade. And then even after that, his matches with Cole, god damn it, they were long, but they were also very captivating. And then it's also the heel turn, the second heel turn, of course, not the first one. The first one was kind of weird, but the second heel turn where...
The first one was so weird.
Yeah, the first one was real weird, but the second one where he turns on Ciampa at Portland and he just carries that over, and in the way, and Candice turns with him, and they bring in Indy and bring in Austin Theory. Personal feelings about Austin Theory aside, he was very good in the role that he had. And the way, for a while, until Hit Road got involved, where Hit Road came into the mix, the way was one of the only things where I was looking at NXT, I was just like, damn, that's one of the only things I'm interested in, because Johnny was very good. Very good. He had nice comedy sketches, and he was fucking...
The whole thing with Loomis and Gargano
everything
was
with Loomis, Hartwell, and the fucking love gimmick was weird, but all in all, it was nice. And it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Johnny Wrestling is fucking no longer gonna be in NXT after Tuesday.
It's gonna be so weird. I don't watch NXT anymore, as we know. Didn't know who the fuck JC Jane was. But, like, thinking back on when I did truly watch NXT, is like Gargano was the mainstay. Like, he was like, when you think of NXT, I think the first guy you're gonna think about is Gargano, and
you hear it all the time. Everybody has said it. Every commentator in WWE has said it about NXT, about a certain guy, and they say the generic line like, so and so has put NXT on the map. But genuinely, Johnny Gargano is one of the people that really put NXT on the map. Johnny B. I mean, it's just kind of weird that Johnny's gonna be gone. But
the shit with Ciampa, like when it was the peak, like
Ciampa was so good. Ciampa was so good.
I remember when he came out to like no music at all. It was just booze.
I'm gonna be honest real quick. I'm just gonna butt in. I never watched NXT until like an actual take. Like I've seen the Andrade Almas and Aleister Black match, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But I watched the Takeover New Orleans match between Ciampa and Gargano.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That match was awesome. And by the way, I still have yet to hear a Tommaso Ciampa promo.
Ciampa cut promos during that time, especially when he won the belt. He was like, I'm the greatest sports entertainer of all time. He was an asshole. And I was like, Ciampa.
Yeah, he was like deranged. His gimmick was
Ciampa was real good. But
like I remember at that time, it was Ciampa Gargano Chicago, which I enjoyed that match. Ciampa Gargano Chicago.
Dumbass Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, someone started Gargano, but like at the time, I watched it, and like I knew heels and faces. I was the big heel guy. For the first time in a little while, like I truly hated that nigga Ciampa.
It was hard to not root for Gargano for a while.
It was.
But
despised him. He took the win. I wanted Gargano to win so bad. I was like, "Fuck this nigga Ciampa." I was a hater. fucking hate
And
it.
then they had,
Bro, when
of
fucking
course, a
Johnny
couple
Gargano
moments.
was
And
like,
it's like,
Then they had the third match, and it was like, okay, well, Gargano's just fucking
their
stupid.
matches,
now.
whatever. And then they were working the gimmick that Gargano, fucking, he's turning evil because he was obsessed with Ciampa and shit like that. He's taking out Black and shit.
The
And
promo
then
in the
they
Dynamite
teamed
parking
together
lot.
for like DIY for the Dusty Cup. And then Ciampa tried to turn on Gargano again. Gargano saw it coming. They were supposed to do the blow off where Gargano was finally gonna fucking get his win over Ciampa at Takeover New York. Ciampa gets hurt. Ciampa gets hurt. They have Johnny and Cole have that fuck ass match in New York. If the bod's still up, because I don't know if it's still up because the WWE keeps taking out his shit. Go to fucking CM Pulse's YouTube channel and the watch party for Takeover New York.
I think I was there. I think I watched that.
He was so good. And when he would watch those fucking Takeover matches, and he watched Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole, and every time Gargano would kick out, he'd be like, "Would you stop doing that?" That's
hilarious, bro.
So good. It's just
anytime he would make his entrance, he'd be like this shitty ass fucking Marvel nerd bitch ass bitch.
Like, looking at Gargano's career in NXT, he legit, like, if he never had wrestled,
the N-word, but he's that guy.
If he never had a career before NXT, he legit had a full career in NXT. He had his tag run, had the mid card run, had the top guy run, had the villain.
He did everything there is to do.
He legit done every single like trade as a wrestler in NXT. So with him leaving, it's gonna be fucking weird. I mean, we haven't said the same shit about O'Reilly, but it's because Cole was already gone, so we could have just said the same shit about Cole. But that nigga Gargano's leaving. NXT.
Yeah.
I guess you could truly say it's a new era for NXT. Gargano's leaving. Yeah. And it's kind of crazy.
They're slowly but surely getting rid of all the old black and gold guys.
Yeah, I can't wait for my nigga Ciampa to leave. That's when you know that shit's gonna go down.
Roderick Strong when he leaves the Diamond Mine. I mean, I kind of feel bad for Diamond Mine because when he leaves, it's gonna be like there's no like filler.
Shit.
Yeah, Diamond Mine's gonna be ass. Like Malcolm Bivens can't just like fucking carry fucking Diamond Mine without Roderick Strong.
Yeah. Everybody's doing AEW, man. But
yeah,
it's just gonna be weird.
Yeah,
no Johnny Gargano on NXT, but
real sad
TNT champion, so future TNT champion.
End of an era.
Yeah,
Gargano and Kenny Omega is gonna piss me the fuck off. So.
Oh yeah, well, real sentimental ending.
60-minute time
real
limit
sentimental
draw.
ending. A little ode to old John Gargano because he was very good for a very long time.
At the end of the day, Jordan, out of 10 Johnny Gargano logos, what would you give that pay-per-view?
No Johnny Gargano logos, actually. None.
So, out of 10 Johnny Gargano logos, what would you give that pay-per-view?
You asking me?
Yes.
You care about the Rebel Heart, so 10.
Yeah, I'd give it a 10 as well. Boone, what do you think?
It was something.
Yeah, I agree.
I hear you. I hear you.
Well,
yeah.
Well, Johnny Gargano is going to be on Rampage now from here on out.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Is that it? Do we have anything else?
That's it. We're up to date. We're
the boys are leaving the town.
Next is predictions.
Yeah, you're done for.
Predictions for what, bro?
No
we're running out of time. We're well past out of time.
Oh my god. We're running out of time. Oh my god, it's Razor Ramon. It's Razor Ramon.
Put something on the screen, dude.
It's Razor Ramon. It's Razor Ramon. Oh no.
Well, watch
Jesus Christ, we're running out of time. Holy fuck.
Oh, Razor Ramon. Oh, he's got a gun. Razor Ramon. Oh no.
We gotta go, bro. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
What the fuck?
Watch Dynamite, bro. Please stop.
What the fuck?